Alrighty, we're starting things off by showing a show that I love watching. Let's hope I don't get copyrighted for this. I mean, it's muted, so I think I'll be fine. Hey, hello, JB Films 115. Welcome to the stream. Congrats, you're the very first person to join. Sup, Bubba's World, welcome to the stream. Now, if you haven't seen my, oh, it's one of my friends again. That reminds me, I forgot to promote this on my other social media. It's alright, they'll probably show up anyway. Anyways, if you didn't know, well, of course you would, because I did the test a few days ago. This is how I'm going to be doing it. I would have loved to like make it full screen, but I mean horizontal, but I can't even do that. So you're going to have to deal with it this way. But at least you can still see it. So yeah, this is how we're going to be doing things. Hello. 5 people so far. That's a good start. So this is the first 15 minutes. As mentioned before, I'm going to give you guys some time to show up, and we'll get right on to the schedules. Yes, I saw your message. 5. That's not a bad start. Oh, now it's 7. All right, we're cooking now. What's your thoughts on Tom and Jerry and Nutcracker Tale? I remember seeing it, but I'm not a big fan of it now. I clicked on the stream immediately when the notification popped up. Well, it's like you were at it closely, and you were like, oh, when is he gonna show? When is it gonna show? When is it gonna show? Up, he did it. Now time to click it. It's like you were waiting on that exact notification thing, and then it just happened to show up. Yeah. I know the brightness is gonna be a bit of a um problem, but I can't do much about it. It's gonna go away later. What's your opinion on the one episode of Family Guy when Peter was falling down the stairs? I think the episode was called Blind Atrocity or something. That one's not too good. Hey, what's up, Gamer Cam? Welcome to the stream. Huh. Maybe if I do it like this? Did you record the Hey Arnold episodes from the Super Bowl? No, I didn't, because I'm not a fan of the show. What's your thoughts on the Family Guy episode where Peter Griffin was singing the Mealtime song from Blue's Clues? I don't like that episode, but I do like that scene. It was funny. American Dad has better characters than Family Guy. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, at least Stan Smith and Francine doesn't treat Haley like garbage, but they treat Meg like garbage, so I don't know what makes them any better than Peter and Lois. What? Family Guy is slightly better than American Dad, in my opinion. Well, that's fine. I can handle your opinion. Don't worry, guys. If you're wondering that I'm not going to do anything here, well, I am. I still am. So don't think that I'm not going to do anything else from this time. After 15 minutes, we're gonna get started. What's your thoughts if Cartoon Network and Cartoonito have more airtime than CN ending at 7? Um, I don't know. I guess it'd be fine. What's your thoughts on Jeffy from SML? I hate him, definitely. I guess he was kind of funny when he was cussing in a few episodes, but after and GameCube dude said this too. After doing it for a very long time, or for a lot of episodes, it does get pretty annoying. So I would have to agree with him. I lost interest in SML. I don't blame you. I mean, they got rid of the plushies. That was the main downfall for Super Mario Logan. Were you aware that Cartoon Network ended at 7? Yes, I was. But that didn't last for a while once Checker Pass launched, and then it just changed dramatically. If you guys don't mind, because I don't want this TV to look small on my phone since I'm doing it vertically, I might actually show 3 time slots at a time, like how my other TV would do that. So I'll film them like this. You'll still see a majority of the schedules, and yes, I will be moving my phone around too. But when we do the commentaries, yeah, it's gonna look so much different. Had you seen the Boomerang ribbon logo from 2004? I don't think I have. I wish the 90s Nick shows would come back on TeenNick. And how would you feel if Rugrats came back to TeenNick? I wouldn't really care much, honestly. I don't care for Rugrats too much. Did you ever see Sonic Boom on CN? Maybe when it premiered, but after that, once they dropped it down to Boomerang, no. I just think it's a little uncomfortable seeing new shows on Boomerang, in my opinion, especially new shows that air a couple episodes on CN. But if you're talking shows, and especially nowadays, like New Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry Show, Be Cool, Scooby Doo, etc., it is still weird. But then again, it would have been a decade later, so it's not as bad. Sometimes I can't imagine Bob's Burgers and Family Guy doing a crossover. They have done crossover cameos, so it's not like they haven't crossed over altogether. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here now. No rush. I literally had to leave regular Josh 1 live stream to come here, so I guess I'll just have to jump from one live stream to another. Wow. How ironic that I'm actually doing live streams with and other YouTubers live streams at the same time. Hello. Bob and his family can't be compared to the Griffins. I mean, yeah, I mentioned before that it doesn't even like when Louise, Tina, and Gene they make fun of Bob. He's like, yeah, I don't care. But it's like if like Meg, Chris, and Stewie do it, Peter's like, how dare you? Go to your room now. LMAO. Hi, regular Josh one's also streaming. Yeah, Lewis Picker just said that. Discovery Family or Universal Kids? That could be a good this or this episode, honestly. Um, Maybe Discovery Family because it does have a little more variety and a nice lineup of shows. Even though half of the day is cartoons and the other half is live action game show type things and whatever. Drake and Josh should come back to TeenNick. Oh, for sure. Ever since they got rid of them, ever since the Drake Bell situation with him in jail, it's like they're like, oh, we don't want to care for the show anymore. We're done. Can you show me your DVR recordings? Oh, sure, I'll do that. Hang on. Thoughts on South Park season 20? I haven't seen it, but if if I have, cause like South Park isn't that bad of a show, maybe I think it's okay. Universal Kids used to have variety. Yeah, they used to. I remember when We met 5 years ago. I was a huge fan of that show. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, until COVID, when Universal Kids spam Cocomelon and Masha 24/7. You're not wrong. Thoughts on regular Josh 1? I have seen his videos, but yeah, he's okay. I kind of tend to comment on his vids every now and then, but much like other users like Jamie Snowden and who else? Um, what's that guy's name? Uh, was it Raccoon? RD Raccoon Reviews. Yeah, they don't really comment much. I understand they can't like reply to everyone, but it's like, come on, they can reply to us every now and then. I can't believe Cocomelon's getting a movie. It's getting a movie? No. What are they thinking? SpongeBob can't be compared to Drake and Josh. For sure. At least Drake and Josh isn't annoying. That's a great show. Cartoon Network's being Cartoonito's being discontinued. Well, I don't really care for Cartoonito, so why do you keep talking about it? Cocomelon's the reason why the second season of Naughty Toyland Detectives is lost media. Wow, that's just wrong. Should game Cartoon Network have a little more variety, more hours of classic Tom and Jerry? Do you mean Boomerang? Um, um, I don't know. Maybe a couple hours, I guess. Oh, Wally on All. Are you some Wally fan or some Top Cat fan? Anyways, you said, oh, it's all right. But have you heard of a 70s Tom and Jerry is going to be on Boomerang for Cheese Day? Yeah, I heard that. It was going to be like it's like a bit of a special, bringing a forgotten show back like that. Oh, that's cool. You still don't like me. I still don't like you a little bit. Oh, okay, that's fine. I know you guys have a lot of comments here, but I'm gonna get to them. Don't worry. And Flugels is no longer on cable television. Yeah, I don't care. What's better, Chips Ahoy or Oreos? Oreos, definitely. Yeah, I don't care about Cocomelon. Dude, Ju XLs, I already answered your question. Drake and Josh is also better than Loud House. Definitely. Anyways, if you've heard of it, thoughts on Wild Park on its own? I don't think I've heard of it nor seen it. What years do you have? What? What do you mean by that question? You may not have got my chat comment, but after this, can you do a CMT schedule rant? I have never seen the lineup, and I don't even have that channel, so I don't know. Drake and Josh or Paul Spam Patrol? Drake and Josh, for sure. Sorry, I accidentally was going to ask you a Game Show Network question. Oh, okay. What? We already did that. Thomas and Friends All Engines Go didn't even finish season 4. Bro, I don't even care for All Engines Go. The original show's better. At least Boomerang's returning a classic. Yeah, good point. Who the heck is going to watch the Kokomo movie? Exactly! Who even likes that garbage? I used to love Loud House, but now I hate it. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. All Engines Go is on Netflix since season 3, and it ended days ago on ABC Kids Australia. Oh, wow. I hope Boomerang brings back this 1975 Tom and Jerry show to the regular schedule for the Tom and Jerry rotation. Yeah, I hope they do that too. Do you remember when Hey Arnold aired on Nicktoons on Sunday, February 11, 2024? Because I recorded 2 episodes of Hey Arnold, Rugrats, or the Wild Thornberries. Yeah, I do remember that. Boomerang, Discovery, Family are better. Good point. Yes, I used to be some Top Cat fan. By the way, I'm not here to attack you. I'm just ignoring you now. Anyways, the fact that Boomerang airing that show is so funny. Yeah, that's fine. That's pretty funny, honestly. No, okay. I wonder what it's gonna be about. Honestly, if anyone's a big fan of that movie, I could care less. Have you heard of Mr. George, My Little Pony fan, Little KJ, Patrick Jenner, Ricardo Media, Train Lover 16, and Lyndon's Special Show? No. How's my day going? It's going fine. What's your thoughts on Droopy, and what do you think of the show crossovering with Tom and Jerry? Droopy's fine. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the character because he's always so sad and he's causing mischief, so I could honestly care less. But crossovering with Tom and Jerry, that's pretty surprising if you think about it. Kind of sad that Drake and Josh has two controversial people involved, Drake Bell and Dan Schneider. Yeah, that sucks. I want Drake and Josh back on TeenNick for Memorial Day. I want it back, period. By the way, Boomerang is also airing the 1980 Tom and Jerry comedy show. Yeah, not surprised. What are your thoughts on the Thomas and Friends episode Down the Mine for the 80th anniversary? I mentioned that from my Ask Krayer episode 15 episode. I think I said it was good. What's your opinion on Alvin and the Chipmunks? That's 2015 on Nickelodeon. Uh, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. So, really quickly, before we get on to the schedules, someone wanted me to check my recordings here. So, let's go through those here. Just like a quick run through of what I have. It's a lot of them, as you can see here. All right, there's your run through. Okay. Do you think Boomerang should bring back droopy shorts to the Tom and Jerry rotation? I think so. Yeah. What's your opinion on Blank Slate? I think it's okay. I mean, it's not that bad, but I think Hey Yahoo's a better show. And besides, it's kind of a rip off of Match Game, if you will. Oh, you have to fairly up. Yeah, I actually recorded that before they took it off. How lucky, huh? Lucky, right? Should Nickelodeon air more than just SpongeBob, Paw Patrol, Friends, and movies 24/7? Also, thoughts on seasons 1 through 5 of SpongeBob? Yes, for sure. Seasons 1 through 5, well, the first 3, definitely good. Season 4 is decent. Season 5 is but most episodes in that season suck. Most of these from recently, or most of these are very, very old. Don't know how to reply to that. By the way, there is a new way to watch MeTV Tunes called the TV app/TV Pass. Really? That's cool. Okay, I can tell more people are taking off, meaning that they're probably interested in. They probably want to see me do TV schedules. So here's what we're gonna do here. I am actually unfamiliar with where these channels are, so I'm gonna go ahead and just go through the list of the channels I have on the left side of your screen here. And you guys just tell me the number you want to see. But let me go through it first. I'll be starting from 1 through 1,000. I know, it's a lot of numbers, but just take a quick glance here. See if there's any familiar channels. Of course, the ones I have done. If my hand could just stay in one place, because it could get shaky at times, just to remind you. Hi, Blue Lab. Welcome to the stream. Wait, Gilmore Compass, are you, Cody Merriman? I've been wondering, because much like him, he's also a Game Show Network fan. No, you're not. Okay. Because I know he is a humongous fan of those shows, so, I'm pretty sure you are another one of those fans of those game shows. I want to take it. Can you do PBS Kids? Sure. Let's go to 1. We'll start all over again. Really quickly, I need to see exactly what else I missed here. Thoughts on SpongeBob seasons 6 through 8 and 9 through 15? Season 6 through 8 suck. Season 9, the first half is bad, the second half is decent, and the rest of the show is just garbage. What's your opinion on Tree Fu Tom? I have seen it, but I don't think it's good. Of course, I know what some people are thinking. No, it's not a ripoff of Mike the Knight. I don't know what you guys are thinking. It's literally 1:18 a.m. Man, everyone with their time zones. Can you talk about how do you improve on Nick Jr.'s schedule? Sure, I could. And then how I would improve TeenNick's schedule. So let's do PBS first. I know I have done that before, but I'm just going to do it again. It's like a little run through. So let's zoom this out. Let's start on Friday. So let's move us up here. PBS NewsHour. No one really cares about that. It's freaking news networks. So I think I'll do this a little bit differently here. Now I know I normally don't like give out ratings for these schedules, but since this is the 1,000 subscriber special, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give out ratings for these schedules. So I'm gonna go through them as per usual, and then I'll give you my total rating on what I thought of it. So I think just to make things clear, I'll go ahead and do channel 50. So if you guys could see this clearly, because I know the brightness is gonna get in your way. Hang on, zoom it out a bit. Hang on, because I want you guys to get a good view of what the schedule is. If you could see clearly, that is. Dude, someone recommended PBS Kids. You're going to have to wait. Anyways, you get Nature Cat, Lila and the Loop, Arthur, Odd Squad, Wild Kratts, Alma's Way, Lila and the Loop, Carl the Collector, Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. Hey, what's up? Rosie's Rules, Sesame Street. Oh yeah, speaking of Sesame Street, and all the other things of PBS, has anyone heard about that Donald Trump thing about removing funding? I thought that was pretty ridiculous, and they said they're going to kick out Elmo of Sesame Street. Look, as much as I do not like Elmo, I think that's a little effed up. Anyways, Work It Out, Wombats, Don Quixote, Pinkalicious and Peterific, Eleanor Wonders Why, Nature Cat, Molly of Denali, Xavier Riddle, and Secret Museum. And then that's the end of it. So, like I've stated in the other video based on PBS Kids, I like this schedule. Even though I don't like any of these shows, I would have to give it a rating of, let's see. Let's give it a 9 out of 10. This is a good schedule. I like it. They're getting rid of Elmo. Yeah. My profile picture is Angry Birds. And do you like Angry Birds? I think it's okay, but I don't like it. Did you know Freeform is having 30 days of Disney next month? All month long? They have a mix of their old and new movies and mix with a few non-other Disney movies from my understanding. No, I actually didn't know that, but I did remember they did do that a few times, so yeah. That's cool. I mean, since they do air the episodes, Scared Bear, you never know. Yeah. How would you improve Nicktoon's schedule? They need to bring back more older shows. All right, we're going to do Nickelodeon next because a lot of people are wondering how I would do Nickelodeon schedules. So we're going to go to Nicktoons. Bro, doesn't even matter what day I do. It's all the same. Guys, take a big wild guess of what's happening on Nicktoons. I'll give you a hint. That's right. If you guess SpongeBob SquarePants, you were freaking correct. And as per usual, the schedule still sucks. I mean, look at this. It's just one freaking show. So awful. Okay, now you're asking how I would improve. Well, since it's all SpongeBob, well, obviously, I guess what I would do is bring back Well, bring back like 20 or 24 shows and air them all for an hour. You're probably wondering what shows? Well, I mean, all the classic Nicktoons. Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Rocko's Modern Life, frickin' Aro Monsters, The Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, Invader Zim. What else? Avatar: The Last Airbender, Cat Scratch, Back at the Barnyard, The Mighty Bee, Tough Puppy, frickin' well, you have the Loud House on here, but show the Loud House on here too. And Doug. Hey Arnold. Did I say Hey Arnold? Yeah, I don't think I did. Yeah, Hey Arnold. Bring that in. Yeah, just air 24 random shows for an hour, and Nicktoons would be better. Because as it stands right now, Nicktoons is just down in the dumps, man. What's going on? And yet people are saying like Randleton Brewster, he said that it's getting ratings. Why? It doesn't deserve ratings. It's just one freaking show. That's all it is. Oh, hello, Banjo the Bean. Welcome to the stream. We need entertainment cartoons? Yeah. How are you? I love your content. I'm good. They need to have variety on Nicktoons because it sucks. Yeah, it does. It really does. How long will your live stream go on for? 7:30 from on my time zone. Yeah, that's how I would improve Nicktoons. As told by Ginger, that's another good one. Should Nickelodeon change their president? For sure. I cannot wait for them to get their Skydance merger so they can finally kick out Brian Robbins and John Flannery. If they do that, then that would have been the first great decision Nickelodeon has done since I don't know, 2016 or something. Okay, now let's go to Nick Jr. because Bubba's World suggested how I would improve Nick Jr. Now, much like with what Party TV said, he would want these channels to have lots of variety. What about TeenNick? We're going to do that next. Well, yeah, I stand by that, obviously. Who doesn't? And he said they don't necessarily have to bring back the old shows. Well, I know that's what Louis Pickard says. I think they should bring back the old shows. Yeah. By the way, the reason Boomerang and Checker Pass can't share shows because of marketing strategy. Wow. So, how would I do this? I think I mentioned this in another video, but if I haven't, I'll mention it here. I think what they should do is from 6 a.m. through 6 p.m., they should air the new stuff. And then from 6 p.m. through 6 a.m., air the old stuff. So, this is how I would make it. Let's see. So, from 6 to 7, you can have Paw Patrol. 7 through 8, you can have Peppa Pig. 8 through 9, you can have, I guess, the new Dora show. 9 through 10, you can have Bubble Guppies. 10 through 11, you can have T-Movie-Zoomy. 11 through 12, Gabby's Dollhouse. Noon through 1, Blue's Clues and You. 1 through 2, Blaze and the Monster Machines. 2 through 3. How about like Face's Music Party or Tiny Chef Show or something? You could block Nicktoons from your TV. I don't want to do that. Tiny Chef Show, yeah. 3 through 4, you can do Face's Music Party. 4 through 5, let's see. Hey, what's up, Sin Factor? Welcome to the stream. 4 through 5, let's see. What are some other new shows they like to use? Maybe like, Shimmer and Shine or something. And then 5 through 6, you can have Sunny Day. Okay, now for the other 12 hours. Let's bring in some classics, shall we? So 6 through 7, Blue's Clues. 7 through 8, Dora the Explorer. 8 through 9, Max and Ruby. 9 through 10, The Backyardigans. 10 through 11, The Wonder Pets. 11 through 12, Um, Now I was gonna say some other classics, but I've heard someone say they lost the rights to shows like Franklin, Oswald, Wow Wow Wubsy, um, and shows like that. So how about like 11 through 12? You can have Go Diego Go. 12 through 1, you could have let's see, what are some other classics that they would still have in their library? Any suggestions? I don't I don't know if they still have the rights to Gullah Gullah Island. That seems like a super old show they would just forget about. Okay, how about you can just have Oswald? And then if they still had the rights to these Noggin originals from like 1 through 4, I would definitely want them to have Jack's Big Music Show, Ubi, and the Upside Down Show. Like, how freaking cool would that be? Like, I get they can't belong in Nick Jr. anymore because they're Noggin originals, obviously. But if they actually had those shows still and they put them on Nick Jr., that would have been dope. Like, if you didn't remember, from 2009 through 2012, they actually had, of course, Moose and Z were still around, but those shows were still on Nick Jr. Yeah, even if it was titled Nick Jr., they still had Noggin originals. But obviously, they got rid of them all, minus Jack's Big Music Show for whatever reason. And then that just stayed for a while longer, and then they just took them off. So yeah. Little Bear's a good choice. Okay, Little Bear from 1 through 2. I don't know if they still have the rights to that, but that'd be a cool addition. Boy, the Upside Down Show is much better than that garbage. I have to say that. Peter Rabbit? Peter Rabbit, that's more on the modern side. I don't think I would accept that. How about, I don't know if, nah. No, they don't have the rights to like 64 Zoo Lane, the Upside, nah. What was it? Lazy Town or Maisie or Miffy. Miffy would be cool. Miffy would be dope actually. They still have the rights to Little Bear? I didn't know. That's cool. I remember they had a show called Miffy's Adventures Big and Smalls. That was like around what, 2015? I wouldn't be surprised if they still had the rights to Miffy. So maybe we'll have Miffy from 2 through 3. So how about 3 through 4? I also grew up with Peter Rabbit. Oh, well, it's not an old show in my opinion. Rusty Rivets and Zack and Quack. Not surprised. Oh, how about like shows like Yo Gabba Gabba or Ni Hao Kai Lan? Those would be good additions. So like Yo Gabba Gabba could be at 3, Ni Hao Kai Lan could be at 4, and then we need one more show. What's an old show you guys remembered that you think they still have the rights to? I don't accept anything from 2010s. What's your thoughts on Pro Misfits? He sucks. No question on that. They don't have the rights to Yo Gabba Gabba? Well, that sucks. What's a good show you can put in that spot? While I think about 5 a.m. I mentioned the Backyardigans, I think it was at 9 p.m. I was going to say Franklin and Friends, but that's a new show. That doesn't count. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast, there you go. So Maggie and the Ferocious Beast could be at 3, and then 5 could be like, if they have the rights to it still, Miss Spider Sunny Patch Friends. So that's basically how I would improve Nick Jr. Now, what about TeenNick? What should we do with TeenNick? Now, I've mentioned before that they should make 12 hours Nicktoons and 12 hours TeenNick. But if they're still going to have Nicktoons around, we're going to have to do 24 hours of live action shows. Like a mix of old and new. Yeah, definitely. So let's see. Let's start at 6 a.m. again. You guys are probably wondering why I start with 6 a.m. and not midnight. Well, They like to do the sort of thing with starting off at 6 and then ending off at 6. You know how these channels could be. Well, yeah, but Cubo shut down, so there's not much we can do about that. But those are mainly some suggestions. If they want to bring any other old shows, or better yet, give other shows like Dora, Blue's Clues, Max and Ruby, Backyardigans, and Wonder Pets more time, they could do that. That's definitely up to them, but they cannot use it for those, and I'm gonna quote Hustis right here, stupid dogs. Literally. Womp womp. Okay. I want Drake and Josh reruns back in the. Yes, we all do, but we all know how Nickelodeon is. Oh, we don't like Drake though. He's a villain. Forget his show. How selfish. So what? You bring back iCarly, but you don't bring back Drake and Josh? What sense does that make? It's like, Nick, I don't understand your logic. Okay, let's get started with this. So, same as before, we would have the old shows, new shows from 6 a.m. through 6 p.m., and then the old shows from 6. Wait a minute. No, we can't do Nick Rewind, because that'd be on Nicktoons enough as is. 6 p.m. through 6 a.m. would be the old shows. Look, guys, I know you might think it's ridiculous when the old shows would air at night, but that's what they like to do. I mean, heck, Boomerang still does it, so come on. Nickelodeon could do the same. Steve and Joe, stupid dogs who make us look bad. That's a good one. Wait, remember the old phase TeenNick went through in July 2019? Maybe. I guess. Stupid dogs accurately represents Paw Patrol's banding, or at least its later seasons. You got that right, Randall. You got that right. You are not wrong on that. You could do Clarissa Explains It All. Okay. Thanks for the starter. So, actually, let's do the new shows first. So, 6 a.m. could be the Thundermans. 7 could be Henry Danger. 8 could be Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. 9 could be Game Shakers. 10 could be and I will actually include some 2010 shows, obviously. So, like, 10 a.m. could be Sam and Cat. 11 a.m. could be Victorious. 12 p.m. Now, this is something I would like for them to do. Since Nickelodeon has never actually aired the iCarly revival series, they should air it at 12 noon. I think that's a good idea. And then after that, you could have, let's see, what are some other new shows? How about Aaron and Aaron? And then 2, you can have Side Hustle. 3, you could have Young Dylan. Tyler Perry's Young Dylan. 4, you could have That Girl Lele. And then 5, but the iCarly reboot isn't for kids. Well, they could just make it. They could just air the new episodes on TeenNick then. And then 5, let's see. I was thinking of another new show. What was that called? I'm trying to think here. They could always cursing. Honestly, they could air that on Nick at Night then. I mean, they do have some shows that cuss. They have done that a couple times before. So maybe at noon instead, you can have how about Paradise Run or something? And then 5, I don't want to say the Dude Perfect show because I think they lost the rights for that. I was gonna say Wendell and Vinny, but I don't think that's a good show to air. And I dang sure do not want to say the Fred shows because those are god awful. As well as Marvin. Wait, what was that one? How to Rock. I don't know if they still have the rights to How to Rock. Big Time Rush. That's a good show to air. We're going to do Big Time Rush here. All right. Now for the old shows. Let's do 6 p.m. iCarly, the original iCarly. 7, Drake and Josh. 8, Keenan and Kel. 9, the original All That. 10, Clarissa Explains It All. 11, Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. 12, Degrassi. 1, mm, hmm, what's another classic live action show? My Brother and Me? Okay. 2, if they still have the rights for it, Cousin Skeeter. And then 3, The Amanda Show. That's a good choice. The Amanda Show for 3. 4, what about 4 o'clock? Pete and Pete? That's a good one. And then 5, you can have the Nick Cannon Show. That's a good lineup. I appreciate you guys for helping me out. See, this is why I like doing the streams here, for thinking about it instead of just thinking about it for like 5 minutes on regular video. I know you guys would really get bored from that. Okay, so that's all the Nickelodeon schedules. So let's see. I'm not going to decide anything. I'm leaving this all up to you guys. What do you want to see next? You have a question? Go ahead. Nicktoons needs less SpongeBob. For sure. Disney Channel because they spam Bluey. Imagine someone making a fan-made Paw Patrol intro where after the intro they put the end of Courage intro when they replace Use It Bag with Steve and Joe, and they replace Courage with Paw Patrol. That would be funny, actually. Disney Junior, can you do a lifetime schedule? I don't know if I have that lineup. I don't know if I have that channel. Disney XD, all right. Can we look at Freeform schedule so we can see how bad they are because they spam movies 24/7? All right. Definitely do Disney Junior. Okay, we're going to do Disney channels next. And then we'll take a look at Freeform, and then after Freeform, we'll do Game Show Network. Only for weekends, though. I was asking for Meet MTV. We'll do MTV too, as well. But first, let's go ahead and go through Disney schedules. Now, someone was asking me how I would improve for Disney. I'm not really too familiar with Disney channels or Disney nowadays, so I don't know. We're going to have to see exactly. But let's start. I know I usually do weekdays and weekends. And yes, I know I haven't done that for Nickelodeon because, well, they're not even interesting. I don't even need to do that. How about CNN Boomerang? That, of course, I'll be doing. Definitely. But, okay, here's how it's going to play out, guys. We're going to do Disney channels, see, like, I guess just show them to you how not really how I would improve, I'll just show them to you. Then we'll do Freeform. Then we'll do Game Show Network for weekends. Then we'll do MTV. Then we'll do Cartoon Network. Then we'll do Boomerang. Sound like a plan? Okay. Let's go ahead. Oh, hey, Rocky, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's take a look at Disney's first. Well, I might as well just do one channel at a time. So, we're going to start things off with Disney Junior because it sucks. So let's see. We get Bluey, Dino Ranch, more Bluey, Mickey Mouse. That's a lot of shows there. Mickey Mouse Roaster Racers, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Firebuds, more Bluey, Morphle and the Magic Pets. Okay. Bluey, Kindergarten the Musical, Bluey, Disney Junior's Ariel, Mickey Mouse Funhouse, Super Kitties, Bluey, Lilo and Stitch, the classic version, which is dope, Super Kitties, Bluey, more Bluey, Bluey, literally, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, Mickey Mouse, what show? Funhouse, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, Robo Gobo? Bluey, Super Kitties, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, and more Bluey. Yeah, that guy was right. They do Oh, great. Junior's in the stream. I'm not even going to worry about it. Hey, what's up, Cole? Welcome to the stream, buddy. What's up, Dark Orwin? Oren, welcome to the stream. Okay, yeah, I agree with this. They air a lot of Bluey. I don't like this lineup. It sucks. I'm gonna have to give it a let's give it a 4 out of 10. There is some variety in here, but Bluey's taking up a lot of space. And look, oh, thanks, Randall, for saying hi to one of my best friends. Again, look, Disney, I get Bluey is your most popular show, but you have other shows. At least Disney Junior has different shows. You got a point, but this whole Bluey spam is just getting out of hand. Okay, let's take a look at Disney XD. Surely this schedule won't be bad, right? But we'll take a look. So we get Kif, Phineas and Ferb, which is still on, thank goodness. Big City Greens. Oh, it actually doesn't last for that long. That's cool. You're not ready for Adventure Week. Oh, you better believe I am. Okay, Bakugan, Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rushy, Beyblade X, Stugo, Kif, Chibiverse, Phineas and Ferb, Big City Greens, Hamster and Gretel, Stugo, Kif, and Big City Greens. So, this lineup. To be honest, I expected some more greens. Like, I remember they would, like, air it for a good 6 to 10 hours, but there's actually a little bit of variety on this lineup. I mean, Hamster and Gretel does air quite a bit, but it's actually not that bad, honestly. Well, maybe put in a few more shows, like old ones, but I don't think this lineup is all that bad. So if I had to give this a rating, maybe 5.5 out of 10, it's not too bad, maybe. Oh, look at this. Junior's being normal? He's actually typing normal things? I wasn't expecting that. They should air the old Disney Junior with the nighttime bumpers. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, who remembers that? Are you guys cool if I don't show weekends? Like, I kind of just want to... Well, aside from Cartoon Network and Boomerang, I'll do those. But for these channels that I'm least familiar with, I kind of just like to show off a day and see how it is. Okay, let's go ahead and go to Disney Channel. Let's see what good old Disney Channel is up to. So we get Bluey, Perfect Start, Big City Greens, Kif, Bluey, Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures. Are you ready for summer? Yeah, I am. It's a good season. Pupstruction, Super Kitties, Robo Gobo, Bluey, Ariel, Bluey, Kindergarten the Musical, Bluey, Mickey Mouse Funhouse, Blue. Okay, what's going on with this? Like, I appreciate they're showing different things, but it's like after every hour, they seem to put in Bluey. Which is better, Gagworks or Cool Mario Man 19? Cool Mario Man. It's funny. Definitely reminds me of my favorite cartoon, Ed, Edd and Eddy. Anyways, yeah, they seem to put Bluey in after every show. It's like Blue Dog and his family, different show. Blue Dog and his family, different show. Blue Dog and his family, different show. Do you get what I see here? Anyways, continuing. Bluey, Super Kitty, Spidey's Amazing Friends, Bluey, Big City Greens, Bluey. Horton Hears a Who. Okay, that's good. Something different. And it's a movie, and it's kind of classic. Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. Kif. Is this seriously Disney's schedule? Like, I don't see any live action. It's just cartoons. Okay, we're going to take a look at weekends for this. I'm getting very curious. What are they showing on weekends? So we get Big City Greens, Kif, Bluey, Spidey, Super Kitties, Bluey, Big City Greens, Stugo, Kif, Miraculous, movie again. Up! That's a good movie. That's a classic. I like that. Bluey, Big City Greens, Incredibles. All right. I see where you're going, Disney. Miraculous, Disney Zombies 3 animated series. Just there's a freaking live action show. Finally. Why can't you put in some like Raven's Home or something? Like honor one of my best friends, Felix Avitia, for crying out loud. Big City Greens, and that's it. Okay. There is too much Big City Greens and Bluey. This schedule is not good. I'm going to have to give it... I mean, I could give it some credit for the movies and the variety they add, but it's not that good. I'm going to have to say 6 out of 10. Not a very good schedule. Not good. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to Freeform next. Because I know somebody recommended I do Freeform. So let's start with... Let's just do weekdays and weekends. Fudge it. So we get Boy Meets World. This, like, it's more like a paid program thing or something. Another paid programming. Oh, that was you? Well, there you go. The 700 Club. Freedom to Leave. More paid programming stuff. I don't really care. Blackish. 700 Club. Life of the Party. 21 Jump Street. 22 Jump Street. The Princess Diaries. Princess Diaries 2. 700 Club. Boy Meets World. And then Weekends is coming up. 21 Jump Street. 22 Jump Street. Pitch Perfect. Pitch Perfect 2. Pitch Perfect 3. Grease. That's a good film. 10 Things I Hate About You. Oh my god, this lineup is terrible. This is going to get a 2 out of 10. You were so right, Blue Lab. This sucks. This freaking sucks. Okay, now to make Randallton Brewster happy, we're going to go to MTV. Now, you guys don't know yet, but Dylan Thomas mentioned before that MTV schedules suck because they're constantly airing movies. Dude. That's what they're known for. If you don't know what MTV stands for, obviously everyone should know. It's music television. It's meant for music. Of course, I'm disappointed they don't have shows like Beavis and Butthead, Eon Flux, or Daria, but I mean, they're still showing music, which is a nice sign, but their lineup is bad. Just take a look. MTV Classic Videos, Rock Block, 90s Nation, I Want My 80s. That's the wrong channel. That's the only MTV I have. I don't have the other one that shows ridiculousness, so this is the closest you're going to get. I know I have MTV 2 somewhere. MTV U? What's this one? There's like so many MTV channels here that I can't even tell which is the right one. MTV Classic? Yeah, I don't think I have that one. But you get what I mean here. Like, I get it's supposed to be music because it's music television, duh, but it's like, where's the love for all the shows? And frickin' Comedy Central actually gives Beavis and Butthead respect, but bruh. We can do the sister channels. I don't think there's even a need, because I did this in another video, and you obviously know my opinion. These channels are awful. 1 out of 10. I'm giving it a 1 because they do have music, and that's what they're made for. But, my god, MTV schedules are just bad, and they just rely on that dumb show called The Jersey Shore. Oh my god. I got a question for you guys. Have you guys seen Below Deck or Below Deck Mediterranean? those types of shows remind me of Jersey Shore a little bit. And I get they're not entirely the same, but it gives me Jersey Shore vibes in a way. Okay. Now some Top Cat fan or some Wally fan suggested I do Cartoon Network. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that next. Wait a minute. Didn't I say game? Oh, I said Game Show Network. My mistake. We're gonna do that next. So like I've stated before, we're just gonna do weekends. There's no need to do weekdays because it's technically the same. So after I show this off for weekends, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you how it would improve on the weekends. It's still good. The lineup is still like decent, but I feel like there should be some moving around and stuff that needs to be moved around. So let's see here. Let's start with Saturdays. So we get Wheel of Fortune on Saturday, and then on Sunday we get Jeopardy. And I'm getting a call, so get rid of that. So we get that. America Says, 25 words or less, Common Knowledge, Tic Tac Doe, which is a nice one, and then Bingo Blitz, which is another nice one. Then we get Cash Cab, People Puzzler, Family Feud, The Chase, Match Game, Press Your Luck, Deal or No Deal, and then 6 long freaking hours of Family Feud. Just what we freaking need. Okay. Question, favorite or good classic movie? I don't know, I guess good. I guess if that's what you mean. Okay, now let's see how I would improve here. So, one thing I don't understand is why they're able to have half an hour of Tic-Tac-Doe and Bingo Blitz respectively, but like over here for Saturdays and Sundays, you have Jeopardy for an hour on Sundays and Wheel of Fortune on for an hour on Saturdays. Why can't they do half an hour of Wheel of Fortune here and then half an hour of Jeopardy here? That would be excellent variety right there. CN and Boomerang's next? Yeah, you're right. Honestly, I didn't know that you had a second channel. I could have hided you from my channel. Sorry if I didn't do that, but at least you're still able to see, even though you don't really care for me anymore. Anyways, how I would do this. So we can do this in a few ways. Firstly, we can do America Says. This could be 25 words or less. This could be Common Knowledge. This could be Tic-Tac-Doe. This could be Bingo Blitz. And then the rest can be the same. All right, that's one option. The second option, we can do the same 6 o'clock hour. America Says can stay here. Make this our Cash Cab. Keep all of this. Tic-Tac-Doe get an hour here. And Bingo Blitz get an hour here. Can you unblock my main channel after the stream? Well, I did hide you, but I could do that, even though you did say you want to ignore me, and you still don't like me, kinda. But I don't want to talk about that. I just want to move on. So I will definitely unhide you. Okay, so I mentioned another version. Oh, I know. So the 6 o'clock hour can remain. America Says stay here. 25 words or less can go there. Common Knowledge can be here. And then the rest can be here. But here's what I want them to do for the 10 o'clock hour. So, you guys remembered when Switch and Split Second aired on weekends, right? Or at least from what I've showed you before. What I want them to do is put Switch at 10 o'clock, Split Second at 10:30, and then the rest will be like this. Okay, that's another option. Now, here's my question for this. So, with the way they do Tic-Tac-Doe and Bingo Blitz for 11 o'clock here, well, obviously they replaced an hour of Cash Cab, and then they get to air. My question is, why couldn't they do this exact same thing with Switch and Split Second? Like, if you didn't remember, they aired Split Second at 11, and then they had 90 minutes of Cash Cab, and then later on at 4 o'clock, they would have Switch again, and then Split Second would be on at 4:30. And it's like, why? Look, I understand they wanted to include those shows, but it's like, why would you have Split Second taking over an hour and then poor Switch Jeff Hefner would only get like 30 minutes. That is just unfair. So it's like the way they did with this, it's good. Like they didn't have tic tac toe or bingo blitz get an extra half hour. So it's like, why couldn't they just do this exact same thing with Switch and Split Second? I don't understand. But yeah, they were able to replace an hour of Cash Cab, which is a good thing. The other hour remains. That's fine. People Puzzler. Okay, now we're back to this. So People Puzzler can remain. Family Feud, I want them to replace this with Idiot Test. Like, this has been, like, confusing me for the longest time. It's like Game Show Network. I appreciate you guys bringing in common knowledge, but it's like you had other originals you could possibly bring back. You had Get a Clue, Divided, Winsanity, Idiot Test, Baggage. I don't want to say, like, what is that, basketball game or something? Emoji Genius, best trivia show ever. You had all of those shows, and you only chose to bring back common knowledge, in which that's not bad. That is a good choice, but this was just random. Like, I think bringing in all of those shows, or at least some of them on weekends, would be a great idea, just to put in more variety. But you only just choose one. I don't understand. Idiot Test deserves a chance, yeah. What do you think of the new live-action Lilo and Stitch movie? I've heard good things about it, but I don't think I trust it. I don't trust live-action remakes nowadays. Anyways, yeah, put Idiot Test right here for sure. Then all of this can stay. I don't mind. Family Feud could stay for 2 hours. Make this hour Blank Slate. Make this hour Hey Yahoo. And then the rest remain the same. Okay. Now we're going to go on to Cartoon Network and Boomerang. So some Top Cat fan would be appreciated. So let's go on to midnight. Wait a minute. I noticed they're going to have a change coming up on the following Monday. So we're going to go to the 26th because that's where it lies. Wait. Actually, let's just, because what I normally do for these videos is I do Boomerang first and then Cartoon Network. So we're going to do that. Let's go to 327. Hey, welcome back, Randall. I didn't know you left. What's your favorite episode of the Flintstones? It had to be from the season 1, the first season. So I'd say, I would say the Hot Piano. That one's classic. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Classic. What do you think about Molly? I've never heard of that. Okay, let's do Boomerang. Let's start off with Boomerang. So there are some changes. So I'm going to quickly go through them with you. And then I'll tell you how it would improve. Maybe I'll continue this on until like 120, because after this, we're going to do some commentaries, because that's what I promised you guys. So we got Thunder the Barbarian, Ben 10, which according to Bubba's World is the last Cartoon Network original to stay. I mentioned before, but to me, as much as this stands out as an original, I don't think it really compares to other shows, mainly in the cartoons era. But he says it's an original, so I'm just going to have to take his word for it. So anyways, Ben 10, Looney Tunes, Toad and Friends. Okay. More Looney Tunes. Tom and Jerry Kids. Tom and Jerry for 2 hours. Scooby-Doo or Are You? What is that? Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo? I'm back. I visited. Okay, that's cool. The new Scooby-Doo the new Scooby and Scrappy-Doo show. The Scooby-Doo show. Looney Tunes show. Tasmania. Looney Tunes. Why is that only half an hour? Like, I don't get that. Yeah, that's right. Looney Tunes. Yogi Bear. Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. The new Scooby and Scrappy-Doo show. Scooby-Doo and Guess Who? Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, Scooby-Doo or Are You? The Flintstones, Yogi Bear weirdly replacing the Jetsons. Like I don't I don't know why they did that. Popeye, Scooby Doo movie, I guess, even though they got rid of Boomerang Theater, or at least that's what we thought because they still have the freaking commercial going on for whatever reason. The Scooby Doo Show, Johnny Quest, Thunder the Barbarian, the Tom and Jerry Show, same stuff almost. In which I don't understand why they can't have the same lineup. Some shows are the same, but for some reason they just want to like change up Sundays. Like I don't understand. Why can't they just be the exact same just to not confuse people? Oh, we get the Jetsons here, so why show them randomly on Sundays and not Saturdays too? Like I don't understand that. Did you hear Tyler will host the 2025 Kids Choice Awards? Yeah, I did, but I could care less honestly because Nickelodeon sucks now. And don't even ask me who's gonna win the KCAs for favorite cartoon. We all know Mister Who lives in a pineapple under sea, who lives in the who lives in a pineapple under the sea is going to win. Okay, continuing on, Jabberjaw, Yogi Bear, and then the rest is history. So now we're gonna go to weekdays. We're gonna jump on over to weekdays. I think having different schedules for Saturday and Sunday is okay. Like, have fun with your schedules. I guess in a way, yeah, it kind of counts. But like with Game Show Network, I know they changed the first hour of those days, but it's like I prefer it better if they would have the same schedules. Like, just not to confuse people. I guess it's okay to change a couple things, but like changing like nearly the entire schedule, that's not. I don't know. It's just going to be a bit confusing. At least in my opinion. Other people might have this different opinions, which is fine. So, anyways, Tom and Jerry Show, Looney Tunes. In my opinion, Sundays is basically the main weekend schedule. All right, that's cool. A Pup Named Scooby Doo, Baby Looney Tunes, Pebbles and Bam Bam Show, which is a nice addition, like I mentioned before. New Fred and Barney Show, still capital letters for whatever reason. The Flintstones. Did you see my question I sent out? Oh, you asked a question? Oh, yeah, you did. What do you think of the Sounds of Music and Disney Home Video sequels? I guess they're cool. I mean, not a big fan of Disney, so I'd say they're cool. Anyways, the Flintstones, the Jetsons, New Yogi Bear Show, Tom and Jerry Tales, Tom and Jerry Show, Looney Tunes Show, Duck Dodgers, Scooby Doo, Are You? Do you see how many shows they aired in a single row? Like, look. After Baby Looney Tunes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 shows, half an hour in a row. I understand they're from the same franchises, but that's 5 hours of 10 shows. That's pretty freaking sweet if you think about it. Why is it capital? I don't know. My TV likes to do these weird errors. I don't know why. I think the whole Cartoon Network still having the rights to Sonic Boom, the Sonic Boom thing is fake. Hmm. Wow. Okay. Anyways, what's your favorite Hanna-Barbera logo? I guess the one with Fred Flintstone on it, and I think you mean like the ending logos too, as one of them. Anyway, wait. For a better understanding of why I feel that way, you can tell Sunday is basically what the Saturday schedule used to be. Really? I have to leave now. Goodbye. All right. Well, thanks for joining Blue Lab. It was generated by AI. Wow. All right. Scooby Doo, are you? Scooby Doo show. New Scooby Doo show. Be cool, Scooby Doo. Basically 9 a.m. through 2 p.m. All the shows is for 30 minutes. Yeah. See ya. Yeah. That's basically what it is. Be cool, Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. Looney Tunes. Johnny Quest. Captain Planet. Yeah, Captain freaking Planet. Be Cool is on the wrong channel. Yeah, you're right. It is on the wrong channel. Flintstones, Fred and Barney, and let me actually show you Fridays. Cuz Fridays is different. After New Fred and Barney show, we get Jellystone, in which I don't need to ask, honestly, because I've done that a couple times before. The Jetsons, Scooby Doo, or Are You? The Scoop. I hate it when my remote does that. Scooby Doo, or Are You? The Scooby Doo Show, the new Scooby and Scrappy Doo, Be Cool Scooby Doo, Johnny Quest, Thunder the Barbarian, Ben 10, and then the rest is history. So, would you guys like it if I told you how it would improve here? I mean, I've done this multiple times. Oh, yeah. Oh, how can I forget that? Okay, hang on. Okay, so let's go back to, yeah, here. Jetsons, Scooby Doo, Are You? Scooby Doo, Scrappy, all of this. Basically, the Scooby Doo block, if you will. The Smurfs, which took it off the Cartoon Network shows. Captain Planet should be for an hour. Yes, it should. I mean, that's something I would definitely recommend them to do. If they want to take off Johnny Quest, I guess it's okay, but I don't know. They like I honestly just don't know. It would be better though. They should replace the 2010 show with old shows that need a chance. For sure. For sure. You are so right on that. Like, how many times do I need to say it? Boomerang is for old shows. And I don't understand why they're not airing certain shows like Top Cat. Well, they used to. They used to for these certain shows, but they're not showing it right now. That's what I'm saying. Top Cat, Jabberjaw, Wally Gator, um, Yogi's Treasure Hunt, Yogi's Gangs. Like, you have a lot of classics you can show, and you just choose these? Look, Boomerang, I get it. You're trying, but come on. You can bring in some more classics. That's fine. Hello, Rico. Welcome to the stream. Do they still have the rights to do Pink Panther? I don't know. Some Wally fan, you might want to answer that question. The Smurfs, Tom and Jerry, Popeye, and then Looney Tunes. Yeah, so with them replacing the classic Cartoon Network shows, I mean, I guess it would make sense to replace them with the Smurfs. Like, Boomerang, if you really wanted to, and if you still want to air them late at night, why don't you replace these 2 hours of Looney Tunes? Like, come on, give us some more variety, would you? So maybe instead of how I would improve, showing you how it would improve, Boomerang, I want to tell you how many hours I approve of. This is something different. I've never done this before. As for the rating for the schedule itself, weekdays, how about I give it like an 8? Weekends, I would give a 7. The reason why it's a point down is because they air quite a bit of Scooby Doo and Looney Tunes. But I'm not saying it's bad. Not like those other people that say, oh, it's bad. No, it's not bad at all. Hello, I am Carter. Welcome to the stream. They don't have the rights. It's not in the package. Yep. Okay, so like I've stated, I'm just going to show you how many hours I approve of. So I'm going to start from the left side this time, just to give it a chance. So let's see. 1, I approve. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I suppose. 12, 13, 14? Minusing Fridays, of course. 15, 16, so like a good 16 hours for weekdays. Fridays, I would probably do. No, actually, Fridays would be 16 too. Okay, now what about weekends? Really, TV? That's not the right Ben 10. Okay, that's the right one. That's the wrong one. What were you thinking? Okay, I'm going to really quickly do this, and then I'll go through Cartoon Network schedule, see how it is, and then we're going to do some commentaries. So I know not many people are going to stay for the commentaries, and that's okay. That's fine. I just want at least a few people to check it out, see how interesting this series is. Because I tried it before, didn't work out, and I want to give it another chance. Be Cool Scooby-Doo should not be on Boomerang. Yeah, it really shouldn't. Like, it's a new show. Do I need to keep saying it? I don't even need to repeat myself. I'm getting kind of sick of it. Okay, now how many hours would I improve of weekends? Let's just use let's do Sunday since that's what Bubba's World said. It's like the stationary weekend schedule, if you will. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, I guess. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I suppose. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I guess for both for both days, about a good 15 hours I would like say for both days. At least Be Cool Scooby Doo is airing on weekdays, so it's still Scooby Doo. Same thing with Mystery Incorporated. I guess you're right. You have a point on that, but I suppose with Mystery Incorporated, you're right because it could be kind of slightly considered old, even though it is 2010s, according to Bubba's World. As for Be Cool Scooby Doo, you still have a point on that, but in a way, it just doesn't belong to the channel. It's not a classic. It just isn't. I'm back. Okay, Boomerang is still far better than Nicktoons. You got a point. You have a point there. Even though their lineup is not, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. It is good. I would definitely take it over Nickelodeon. All of their schedules any day. And I remembered you. Some Top Cat fans said you said that all the Nickelodeon schedules suck except Nick Jr. You have a point. You have a good point. Nick Jr. does have a little bit of variety, but it's still not good. It's still not a good schedule. It's just too much of those stupid dogs. Okay, now we're gonna go through Cartoon Network. After this, we're gonna do commentaries because we've went overtime, if you will. So let's take a look, and I'm pretty sure Lewis Pickard is still within the stream because he would really want to react to what I'll be showing off next. Okay, so starting off at 6, we get The Amazing World of Gumball. Oh, that's right. We get the marathon of Total Drama Island. Okay, that's kind of cool. No. Let's just go through the whole thing. I don't want to be lazy. Okay, so it continues from 7 through 1:30. That's not bad. And a majority of it is commercial free, so that's cool. And about Mystery Incorporated, that show's airing on MeTV Toons. Yeah. I find it very odd how they would air a show that modern onto a classic channel. It's like just like what Christina Miller did just like what Christina Miller did back in 2015. She would put in new shows on Boomerang and ruin its repetition of it being the channel for 24/7 of classic cartoons. That's how weird it is. Anyways, let's move on to the actual weekdays. So we get Gumball, Teen Titans Go. Actually, before we move on, oh my god, hand, please stop. I don't know why my hand keeps shaking. Do you think The Simpsons should air on Adult Swim? Some might say it would be a pretty weird like addition, but you guys have to remember they actually did air the Simpsons Guy crossover episode of the show with Family Guy. So in a way, it'd be cool, but I don't think I see it airing on Adult Swim. It would be nice. It would be pretty nice and cool though. Anyways, the real schedule. So we get Gumball, Teen Titans Go, which weirdly replaces Cartoonito. And I've been hearing rumors that it might be like shut down or discontinued. I don't know. But if it's discontinued, great. Great. If it's just on hiatus and it will just be gone temporary, then okay. Doesn't really matter. It would just take up an hour of Cartoon Network. But that's still fine with me. I mean, it's just 1 freaking hour. Is everyone really going to complain? Like, I understand it was a bad, like, decision to doing so, but I kind of did like some of the shows on the channel, like Baby Looney Tunes and Bugs Bunny Boaters. But Aside from that, I don't care about. I could care less for Cartoonito. So Louis Pickard, don't even keep on asking if I like it. Anyways, after that we get new Looney Tunes, in which I think later on will be replaced with Tiny Toons Looniversity. Ask Crayer. Oh shoot! Did I even answer your first one? What TV show do you think is better, Astro Blast, Bodge, Dinosaur Train, or Beavis and Butthead? Beavis and Butthead for sure. The other shows suck. And then question two: what TV show do you think is better, Class of 3000 or Phineas and Ferb? I would say Phineas and Ferb because I've never seen a singular episode of Class of 3000, but it is a classic. I will kind of give it that. Have you have you ever seen Jimmy Two Shoes? No, I haven't, but I have heard of it. Anyways, going back to the schedule, we get Tiny Toons University for an hour? No, it's only for half an hour. Then the Looney Tunes show, Scooby Doo and Guess Who, Prince Ivanhoe, Scooby Doo and Scrappy Doo, regular show, Total Drama Rama. Fridays they have I and You, Teen Titans Go, Gumball, and then Adventure Time. What's my opinion on Bodge? I don't like it. Like the intro alone is bad. The show itself, I would just say I'm not interested in. Bodge, hey buddy, are you looking for a friend? Bodge, together, the fun will never end. No, I'm not interested. Sorry. Okay, so I think that's it with Cartoon Network and TV schedules as a whole. Really quickly, though, I need to. Oh, of course, it's not gonna let me do that. I'm not even gonna go through weekends because they're pretty much the same. I'm happy that Scooby Doo and Guess Who's back on CN. And about the show, what is my opinion? Um, I do like how they have guest stars on the show. Like, obviously, you would see from the Boomerang commercial. One thing that really shocked me. Oh yeah, they have the show on Fridays too. Yeah. One star I'm very surprised they included was Bill Nye the Science Guy. I'm not even joking. Bill freaking Nye was on that show, and I thought that was dope. Yeah, fun fact. For any of you guys that even care, did you know that he was going to be involved in a Paw Patrol related thing? Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. What are my thoughts on Discovery Family? Um, it's decent. It's a decent lineup. I don't think I need to show it to you guys because you can already see it, or you can see it already. Bill, Bill Nye the Science Guy. You got that right for sure. Okay, let me show you what they have really quickly for Fridays, and then we got to move on to the commentaries. Yeah, so they have I and You here for Fridays at 9:30 or 12:30 for the other time slots. Oh yeah, also before I move on, I'm sure Dylan Thomas wants me to show this off if I can actually get it. Dylan, if you're still involved with the stream, you're going to be happy when I show you this, but if you're not, if you're just watching this as a rerun, you can comment as well. But if I could find it. Oh my god, hand, please. Yeah, here we go. You've been always asking me what day to find the More Smarter episode. Well, you can catch it next Friday at 9 a.m. or 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. based on your time zones. Or based on the days of that. If you can't catch it on time, if you have a recorded TV, you can always record it. But yeah, it's showing at that time on this day. So there you go. Okay, so I think that's just about it for the TV schedules. Let me go ahead and resume back. Yeah, guys, in case you haven't been told already, I've been having TV footage on this whole time, which is something I never do actually. What I would do is okay, cool. I would just put on like a random black screen or uh what else? I would do the actual recording screen on its own. Uh I don't want to show it off right now, but you should already know what I mean. You're probably wondering how I usually get those black screens if you might be asking. Well, I actually go through some of my Ed Netty recordings, and after the intro, since it actually fades to black, I would just pause it, and then I would go through the schedules. I remembered in my earlier ones, though, I would put on, like, a random thing on pause. Yeah, random thing on pause, and then just do them. But I don't want it to be too much of a distraction. But if this works out well with the other videos, hey, maybe I'll actually keep it like this from now on, but it's up to you guys. You might have to let me know. What's my opinion on Chloe's Closet? It's not a good show. I remember watching it back then, and I'm not interested. Okay. Should Checker Pass have some variety? Definitely. But it's only on for 1 hour, so what can you do, really? Okay, so that's it with TV schedule time. Of course, I don't want it to do it for a straight 2.5 hours, so we're gonna have to move on to the commentaries. Do a commentary on our Baby Looney Tunes review. Okay, first of all, I don't think I really want to at this time of day, and second of all, I don't want to do long videos. And we're already scrunched on runtime. I know I said I was gonna close this at what was it, 7:30, but since I took too long with the TV schedules, I'm going to have to push the times down, maybe to like 7:45 or something. I'm gonna leave a stream. I definitely agree with you on Boomerang schedule. All right, Wally. Well, some Wally fan, thank you for joining. I didn't think you would actually join the stream, but thanks for doing it anyway. Wow, he actually agrees with me again. That's cool. So, with him saying, like what he just said before, he might actually change his opinion on me, but I don't want to jump to conclusions. So, let's just go to my videos, library. And yes, it's going to be in a different format, guys, like I've stated. Let's see. Can you guys still see like this? I know the brightness is going to be a bit of a distraction, but as long as you guys could still see it, that's fine. Gotta agree. I've got to run. What's your opinion on Benny and Marco 1994? I've never seen it, so I can't say my opinion. Okay, now we're gonna go on to my vids. Now, since we're almost there to 1:30, I might as well just wait a couple minutes, wait until it hits the 1:30 time, and then I'll go ahead and do it. So, as I'm going through this, I'm going to tell you what videos I'll do a commentary on. Do you hate Dirt Girl War? For sure. I mean that show is just weird and creepy, and it pretty much ripped off The Annoying Orange in a way. Okay. Hello, where's number 10? Okay. So, videos I would do a commentary on. It's a very old show that aired on CBN network at least 2007. Oh, all right. Okay, so videos I would do a commentary on. Let's see. I'm going to do my Thomas and Friends salute, Paw Patrol rant. Yeah, Paw Patrol rant. Wonder Pets and Wow Wow Wubsy double rant. The Engineering Family rant. And then the last one you guys could randomly choose, but it has to be like at least 5 minutes. If this stream does well, will you bring back your commentary series? For sure. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually do more streams in the future like this, and I'll just like I'll live stream commentaries. They will have to be at an earlier time, though. I know I'm doing this right now in the evening, but this is a special since I'm all alone, and I think it's the right time to do it. So yeah. So we're gonna wait another half a minute, and then we'll get started with the first commentary. Last Friday it came back, and all day never stopped. The toys 99. Okay, that's cool. See, guys, if I would have known better that some Top Cat fan or some Wally fan would be joining, I would have unhit him, but I thought he was still mad at me for whatever reason. But since we're almost in good hands, I think I could definitely unhide him. So cool. Anyways, we're gonna get started with the first commentary. You guys ready? Let me make sure this is at a good volume. Let's start off with my Thomas and Friends salute. Space Jam is going to air on Nickelodeon tomorrow. That's cool. Now, before I get started, I know the sun is gonna get in the way here, so would you guys mind if I put my phone down and close the things really quickly? Go right ahead. All right. For those who are watching right now, you're gonna be seeing a black screen for a while because I'm gonna put my phone down, but I'll be right back. I'll take care of the windows and then we'll continue. All right. BRB. Honestly, I could have done this in the first place, but yeah. Okay, does that look a little better to you guys? Look a bit better? I know, they're showing an ad. No one really cares about YouTube ads these days. They're really annoying. Pretend question. What's your opinion on the Susie Carmichael show? I've never heard of it. They replaced the stop seeing ad button with a block ad button. I've heard of that, but I heard it might cause problems, so I'm not even gonna fall for their scam. Okay. My leg's in the way. Don't you guys just hate those unskippable ads? Like, I hate them so much. Okay. Wow. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Let's see. Could I maybe do this? Oh my god. Really? It's better like that? Okay, you guys could see a little bit. Let's see here. Just trying to get the viewing here, guys. I might have to turn it like this, maybe. Orientation is locked, rotate the... That's what's showing here. All right. Trying to get a good view. Ghost Cloud. What's your opinion on Lego City Adventure? I've seen it on Nickelodeon, but I'm not really interested. Lego itself, I think Lego's fine. It's not just for kids, which is a good thing. Hello, Nuruddin. Welcome to the stream. Okay, we're gonna get started, guys. We're really wasting time. Let's get to it and go. Before this video starts. Okay, I fricked up. That was on me. I accidentally had it on mute. Okay, let's go. Before this video starts, I have got something to say. Okay, I know what you're thinking. It's like a ghost or something. Let's test how this is. I'm extremely sorry you've been... Are you guys okay if I do it like this? Can you still... Are you guys able to rotate on your phone? Like, or... If you're watching this on computer, it's going to be a big problem. But are you guys cool if I do it like this? Maybe, just want to know your guys' thoughts. You don't mind? All right, we're going to have to do it like this. I know I could have done this with the TV as well, but... Wait a minute. How's my... Are you serious? Okay, yeah. It's still letting me stream like this, so I'm just going to keep it like this. So let's just restart, and your videos are awesome. Wait, JB Films are not fine with it? I'm just going to do it for the cloud part, because for some reason, when I click it... Oh, now it's doing it. Okay, but I want you guys to see the whole thing, though. Let's see. Okay, we're going to keep it like this for the cloud part, because I don't want you guys to just see a blank cloud on your screen. Once the cloud thing's done, I'll zoom it back out. So let's just get this thing going. All right, and play. Before this video starts, I have got something to say.
I am extremely sorry you've been waiting this long for this salute. I was extremely busy on other things. So, without further ado, you wanted it, now you have it.
Before I say anything else, though, I gotta say this. This is one of my personal favorite videos from my older times. Like this video aged very well since I still love Thomas and Friends. It is a very good show, especially the model era.
Thomas and Friends? Oh, heck yes. This show rocks. Totally. This show involves a blue tank engine named Thomas, and he has friends, and they like to go on very fantastic adventures before season 8.
Funny how I said season 8 because they still had models around that time. They didn't stop until like the 12th season. What's a commentary? Okay, I don't think you've seen my commentary videos before, but I basically just go over my older Rants and Salute videos, and I tell you what's different and what's the same and stuff. Alright, cool. I'm charging my phone, using my computer this time, and hey, no caps. Wow, I actually didn't notice that. Great, great job. I'm glad you actually know how to fix that now. Cool. Alright, let's continue.
Thomas is a really useful engine who lives in a big station on the island of Sodor.
Big reference to the first episode, Thomas Gets Tricked, or Thomas and Gordon if you were in the UK. Lewis Pickard.
And yes, he does go on really successful adventures, and he is a really useful engine. And so are his friends, which we'll get to them. So this is Thomas. He's a good character.
Now, notice how I've only used the model version, since obviously, I don't like the CGI era. I know some people like seasons 17 through 20, but I'm not a fan of those. I mean, they're okay, but these are more of the episodes I grew up with as a child. I might start doing commentaries myself. That's cool. Welcome back, Randall. Okay, let's get back.
Edward. He is by far one of my favorite Thomas and Friends characters of all time.
I mean, come on, who doesn't love Edward? He's the first engine that appeared in the frickin' Railway series.
And I kind of feel bad for him because engines like Gordon, Henry, and James, they call him old. Which that kind of makes sense because he was the first engine to ever appear in the Railway series.
It's funny how I actually mentioned that back in 2018. Like, wow, that's pretty dope.
So I kind of feel bad for Edward, but Edward's still a good character.
Oh, you didn't fix it? Oops. Sorry. Well, maybe not doing it like this is good anyway, since some of these pictures aren't even like filling up the whole screen anyway.
Now let's get to Henry. Henry is another one of my favorite Thomas and Friends characters because he's awesome and he works hard. He is actually afraid of the rain in the episode "Sad Story of Henry" in season 1, but that doesn't make him a bad character. I still like Henry. He's a good character.
I think Henry is one of every Thomas fan's personal favorite character. Like, I forgot to mention that in his first few appearances in the first season, he was in his old shape, and then later on they actually redid his model and made it his new shape, which is cool, actually, pretty dope. But I could never tell the differences since they both looked alike.
Now moving on, this is Gordon. He is another one of my favorite Thomas and Friends characters. I mean, he may act like a jerk at times, but that doesn't make him a bad character. I really like him, but I kind of feel bad for like the other engines that he makes fun of. Henry and James, not James, Edward and all that. But he's still a good character. I like him. He's like...
Yeah, and even though Gordon jerk, that doesn't make him a villain, unlike Diesel or Diesel 10 or heck, maybe even Ari and Bert back when they used to be villains.
And he does say he is the most important engine or biggest engine, and that makes sense because look at...
Hey Lemby, welcome to the stream.
Look at his shape. He is the biggest engine.
Okay, I know some people have been complimenting or commenting about the birds in the background. I really cannot do anything about it. Like, I still have them to this day, and they just tend to squeak or tweet every single time I do a video, so I'm sorry, I can't control them. They usually tweet about getting food and the clock and stuff, but I can't do much to control it.
Now let's move on to James. James is another one of my favorite Thomas and Friends characters.
Wait, Dylan Thomas? What's cool about this is that the Thomas and Friends icon really does fit well with my name. I was really wondering about that. Like, Hey, you have Thomas in your name, put a Thomas and Friends icon in there. Like that is 100% accurate. You have to keep it like that for a majority of the time. Like it makes sense.
Because he's cool, you know? Yeah. He does act like a jerk too, but not as much as Gordon. But he's still a good character. I like him.
James shares the same name as me. Yeah, he does. He really does. My first commentary will be Caillou fakes sick / gets grounded. That's cool.
By the way, Thomas first, Edward second.
Oh, come on. How can I forget that? They're literally on their sides.
Henry's third, Gordon's fourth, and James's fifth. Now, moving on to Percy. Note, from my behind the scenes video, this.
Okay, this part is outdated because I actually did delete my behind the scenes video. And that I made literally like a few days or a week before I made the salute. This video is so nonsensical, that's why I'm doing commentary. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's funny how I actually mentioned it regardless, even though it was my own decision to remove it.
This is not going to be exact. But anyways, Percy is the sixth engine on Sir Topham Hatt's railway.
Yeah, glad I said Sir Topham Hatt. But we'll get to him later.
Which we'll get to him in a sec. And yeah, he's like another one of the best characters on the show. He is little, but he can do big things. As heard in the first movie, Thomas and Magic Railroad, you know the old quote, little engines can do big things. The other...
Yeah, that was a really good reference. I love that. I know many people don't like that movie, but I like it. Sure, Thomas doesn't get much screen time in the movie, but you gotta admit, it's a pretty good, freaking good film. It's a pretty freaking good film.
Engines, yeah, these other engines are also...
There's an actual train playing in background. Oh my god, that was so accurate. Yeah, I could hear it too. I was just focusing on the video. I'm glad you pointed that out. Oh god.
Sir Topham Hatt's railway. We'll get to Sir Topham Hatt in a sec.
We will.
Anyways, this is Toby. He is the seventh engine in Sir Topham Hatt's railway.
It's funny how I chose the picture from Thomas and Magic Railroad instead of choosing like a zoomed in image of him, like in an episode, like from an episode like Thomas Breaks the Rules or something like that.
And he's a pretty good character. I like him. Now that's the main set. You're probably thinking we're done, right? Nope, we're gonna get to more of the minor characters. Let's do some bonuses.
Minor characters? Dude, don't you mean major? Like, yeah, they could be minor in the later episodes, later seasons, but in the classics, they're more major. But Emily right here, yeah, no. They made her into a main character later on in the hit era.
Emily didn't appear in the show until the first episode of season 7. And as the narrator said in that episode, the engine was beautiful. I don't blame them. I would say Emily is a beautiful engine, and that emerald color is just good. It's pure gold.
Pure gold? Yeah, I guess in a way it could.
Anyways, next up is Duck. Duck is known as Montague, but they call him Duck because they say he waddles.
Did I say Montague? No, Montague. Bro, there's a difference.
Funny thing. But anyways, I like Duck. He's like one of the other best characters on the entire show. Duck is awesome. I'm so sad they didn't use him much in the new series. Why, Miller? Why, Miller? Why?
Well, I mean, they did use him for season 12, and they also did randomly use his model in the season 10 song, Navigation, which is so random, but yeah, he did return episodes like Excellent Emily, Gordon Takes a Shortcut, and Best Friends, but they didn't really use him so much, even though they brought him back, which is a big shame.
Moving on to Donald and Douglas. Donald and Douglas are both Scottish twins, and they couldn't be any more better. Donald and Douglas are awesome. I like them so much. I'm so sad they didn't, like I said, Miller didn't use them much. Stupid Miller, I hope you kill yourself.
Whoa! No. We do not say that. No. That is not allowed. Oh my god, really? No. Mm-mm. That is unacceptable. Yes, we know Miller's not good with writing episodes, but come on, don't make fun of her on her own. I'm sure she's a nice person, but yeah, with how she did the Thomas episodes, no. Dude, you didn't need to go that freaking far. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, Donald and Douglas are good characters. Donald and Douglas.
Douglas and
Next
Donald.
up is Oliver. Oliver is another one of the best characters in the entire show. And yeah, he was first found in the season 3 episode Escape, which it was a pretty good episode. Oliver's good. Oliver's good, and so is his back break band Toad. Toad, I would say, is a cute character. And Sir Topham Hatt. He is the main boss of the entire island of Sodor Railway, and he couldn't be any more better.
I'm honestly surprised I never said the Fat Controller because that's literally what he was called in the UK. So, wow, past self, you really couldn't like make your points better with that.
Better. So, yeah, the live action animation was good until season 8 came around.
I guess the animation around then was good. I know people could criticize season 11's animation for making it like yellow colored, but I think in a way it was supposed to honor summer, so I don't think it was that bad. Season 12's animation was the model animation was good. The CG animation is just pure nightmare. But starting with season 13, yeah, it wasn't good. Though I could understand what my past self means.
It's okay, but the older episodes were even better.
Technically, seasons 8 through 12 are the older episodes, but they're not classics like the first 7 seasons.
Characters are great, and the writers are so professionals. But I think the creator, Brett Alcroft, left after season 5. That's sad.
I think I heard someone say that she had some involvement with season 6 and 7, but I'm not too sure on that. But speaking of Britt Allcroft, may she rest in peace. She was just a legend. Which is better, season 13 through 24, or the original TNF, or all of the original Thomas Friends Where All Legends Go? Well, this is a toughie, but I'm going to have to go with the second half of the main series because even though it is bad, it's certainly better than whatever the baby reboot was.
And the movie, many people thought was bad, but I actually like it. It's good, really good. But anyways, yeah. I know they make CGI episodes nowadays, so
Yeah, around that time. But now they made All Engines, in which I heard it was canceled. Hooray! Hurrah, said Thomas.
I sure hope they go back to using models. So
I don't think that'll ever happen. Like, I really want them to go back with the models, but they can't because they're too overpriced and expensive. But what I don't understand is that Robot Chicken still use their models from early 2010s through 2025, I believe. So it's like, bruh, you were too freaking lazy with trying to like rebrand the models or use toys again. But Robot Chicken, yet again, Robot Chicken. But then again, Robot Chicken used them. Not to mention, Aardman still uses clay animation and stop motion. So it's like, what's even the point? Just bring back the models. I'm not sure if they still have the classic models. I heard they had some of them. The other ones they actually sold to people. Yeah, people actually bought the realistic looking models. Yeah, they actually have the models from the actual TV series, which I thought was freaking dope. Sorry, gotta go now. Well, it's all right. Thank you for joining. All right, let's continue.
yeah, that's all I want to say. I don't know who likes or hates the show, so I'm just gonna leave that be.
Yeah, this is around the time when I did rants and salutes. Bruh, I could have just left it at that. Said like, thank you for watching, and then stay tuned for my next salute. You didn't need to say, who likes or who hates the show. It just wasn't needed.
And I don't know what else is good or what stinks, so I'm just gonna leave that be. So Thomas and Friends, by far, is a good show.
You got to record something? Okay, go ahead. I'll be here.
I don't know what to salute on next, but if you have any requests, I take requests. So go ahead and put those requests.
Yeah, I take requests only based on the shows I like. So if you recommend something like The Cleveland Show or American Dad or Gravity Falls, I won't do it because I don't like those shows. Do you like mac and cheese? Yeah, I actually know how to make it all by myself, which is cool.
Down in the comments below. And yeah, do that. Now, but also, quick message. Don't request me a show I hate to salute on or a show I like to rant on. Otherwise, I won't do your request.
Okay, so I actually did say that. Okay, that's cool.
So, that's it. Goodbye.
Now, before I continue here, since I did that sort of ending, I like to give you guys a fun fact on my Barney and Friends rant. I'm not going to do it, but I like to give you a fun fact. So I remembered I did another video based on the rant, and it was actually a lot more hyperactive than how this was. But I ended off the video with saying, thank you for watching and peace out. I don't know why I just didn't just edit that part out and I just redid it in a much more less enthusiastic style. Like, oh man, it just wasn't very good. This was a lazy video. Do you think Cartoon Network should go through a rebrand even if it's temporary? Yeah, I suppose. Why not? Okay, now we're going to do my rant on the engineering family. That's the video I definitely want to do because it's actually another one of my favorite videos, and one that still has aged pretty well because, well, I hate the engineering family. I hate their channel. It's very cringe. And Randallton Brewster would agree with me, but they like that ridiculous show known as Elsagate, in which I must say something about that whole Elsa and Spider-Man thing. What are these people thinking with that ridiculous crossover? Frozen Elsa meets Spider-Man? That is not a good crossover. That's like having SpongeBob SquarePants and Bessie from the Mighty Bee together in one place. That's how weird the crossover is. Just wow. What were these people thinking? I used to like the engineering family, but I lost interest in it recently. Good. They suck. Good for you. Okay, let's get started with video commentary number 2. And go.
The engineering family. Oh my goodness. This channel sucks.
Yes, it does suck. Definitely. I remember watching their videos and I did not like them. They were absolute cringe.
Because, they just make toy videos and egg surprise videos, and they're just dumb.
They're not just dumb, man. They're also cringe. Like, let's get a surprise. Oh, it's our friend Chase. Let's put him down. Dude, Chase is fake.
And the worst part, and before the worst part.
Do you like Party TV? Yeah. I actually do watch their videos, his videos, and they're cool. I actually did remember commenting on there, and he had never replied, so he should. The reminds thinks the two most known heroes for both toys and boys and kids. Okay. I personally never liked Engineering Family since they're just an Elsagate channel, in my opinion. See, I knew it. They do like that garbage.
They've done face reveals, but when the dad did a face reveal, it's just a stupid pie video. It's like.
But he hearted your comment. Wait, did he? I didn't see that. I forgot which video I did the comment on, so I might have to look back to it. Anyways.
His sister ruined it.
Okay. Face pie reveal. Okay, dude. It's I meant to say daughter. Why did I say sister? Oh my god. Okay, so I said face reveal, pie reveal. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. So they made if you guys didn't know, they made a face reveal video where the dad would reveal his face, and then the assistant came out of nowhere and just put a pie in his face. Like, and what he's trying to do is play with her instead of revealing his dude. That's not how you do a face reveal. What were you thinking?
It's supposed to be a face reveal, not a pie reveal, and then they're just playing along. That's dumb.
That is dumb. That's not how a face reveal video is supposed to go. Like, why couldn't they do like what Scarce did? Like, he would hide behind a tree, the dad would hide behind a tree, and then he'll be like, hey, what's up, guys? It's Mr. Engineering Family here. That would have been better. Instead of just having, oh, let's just show my behind and then get my face hit in the head with the pie and then be like, oh, I'm gonna play around with you. No. No. Mushroom Mania series? Oh. It was the video where he was comparing Nick Jr., Disney Jr., and PBS Kids. Yeah, that sounded familiar. I didn't know he did that, so I might have to comment more often. Like, maybe this video right here. Wait, that was a month ago. He's not going to reply. Never mind. Yeah.
And also, the sister, they call her assistant. Assistant? Why would you call your own daughter the assistant? That is not okay.
Well, I guess if they wanted to give her a name, it'd be fine, but why couldn't they just say her own name? What, do they want people to think her real name's assistant? Like, no. Mm-mm.
But
the strawberry is big and juicy. Yeah, I like strawberries. They're good. They're delicious. They're a nice fruit.
If you guys like this channel, that's all right. But another thing I don't like.
If you like this, honestly, nobody should like this channel. This channel is absolute cringe. His profile was the only good thing about the engineering, in my opinion. Yeah, you got a point. This is the only good thing about this channel. How is the only good thing in your channel your icon? That is freaking sad. Oh boy.
Why is there?
Okay, that part I regretted. I don't know why I did not cut that out. Like, that was just lazy.
Sorry, guys. Why is their thumbnail or why is their icon strawberries? That makes no sense at all.
Even JB Films asked about that. Why the frick is the PFP a strawberry? I've been asking the same thing. Like, that doesn't make any sense unless they really love strawberries. Why can't they just show a picture of their whole family? Like, bruh, are you trying to be like How to Basic? Bro, How to Basic is way freaking better than this piece of garbage channel.
And they're just so dumb. What I really hate about this channel is that they think cartoon characters are real. What?
That opinion still stands by. I do not know what these guys are on, thinking they can talk to their toys and be like, oh, hey, Chase, I'm Mr. Engineering Family. This is Assistant. Hi, we love your show. Oh my god. It's so bad. And I remembered seeing one video where the dad did some egg surprise videos, did some eggs and stuffs. And like, oh my god, he played with the rider guy, the rider on the motorcycle. He's like, pick an egg for me. He would push him and then like touch an egg and be like, oh, you want me to do, dude? He's not real. What are you? What type of? Should I say the word? What type of stuff are you on? Oh, hello, Adam.
And they like shows like Paw Patrol and Shimmer and Shine and Team Umizoomi and what else? Bubble Guppies and what other shows do you like? They like Caillou and Dora the Explorer and Peppa Pig, you know, and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Look, I get it. It's supposed to be their opinion. I understand. But the way they choose to like these shows over better shows is just... I don't approve. The only thing they like is Rusty Rivets. What? The only good thing? Well, in my opinion, I don't even like the show, but okay, that's cool. Why Caillou? That's what I was asking. Why? Why Caillou? That show is one of the worst on television. What are some good shows that I like? Okay, you have Ed, Ed and Eddie, Thomas, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Regular Show, iCarly, Drake and Josh, Kenan and Kel, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, Two and a Half Men, Bob's Burgers. You have all those good shows and you choose Caillou. Really?
You know, these people need to grow up.
I still stand by that line. Yes, they do. Because, oh my god. Are they really giving kids the morals to be a bad kid? I don't know. But, bruh, come on. Why do these guys think they're real? I don't understand. That's my biggest flop with the engineering family.
They're just adults and they love kids shows. That is not okay.
Well, I mean, it's okay if they want to grow up with the show, but liking those? Okay, again, I understand it's their opinion, but you have other good shows on TV for crying out loud. You can like Cartoon Network shows, and they actually do know the Powerpuff Girls, shockingly. But, bruh, there's other Cartoon Network shows better than the Powerpuff Girls, at least in my opinion.
Look, and I know they like my shows, like, I don't know, Tom and Jerry and SpongeBob and Thomas.
Okay, that's good how they like Thomas. I will give them that. But the other shows that they like, no exception.
I know they like those, but I'm not accepting that. Because they wish cartoon characters are real. And they're thinking like, oh, hey Chase, I think Chase likes SpongeBob because he is yellow and his favorite color is yellow. I think that makes sense. No.
They only like the reboot. Oh, for crying out loud. Are you freaking serious?
SpongeBob's friend is not Chase. It's Patrick. Gosh, these guys are so...
Dude, you didn't say that SpongeBob's friend is Chase. You just said Chase likes SpongeBob. Get your facts straight.
And they also like Jake and the Neverland Pirates and Sophia the First. Those shows are awful. Why do they like bad shows?
Dude, it's just their opinion, but the way they are just treating these shows like they're the best in the world and not even knowing or liking the other good shows, that's just ridiculous.
They like good shows like what? Ed, Edd n Eddy, Courage, Regular Show, Bill Nye, Mr. Rogers, Blue's Clues, Looney Tunes, shows like those.
Well, technically they do know Blue's Clues and You, but they don't know the original. Okay, that is sad right there. They know the new incarnations of classic shows, but they don't know the old ones. That makes no frickin' sense. What I really don't understand is they know Tom and Jerry, but not Looney Tunes. Bruh, those shows are literally alike when it comes to classic cartoon favorites. I mean, they're both owned by Warner Brothers, they're both on Boomerang. How do they know one show but not the other that could literally be right next to them? That just makes zero sense.
Why don't they know them? I guess they're like, you know what? Screw the good shows. We're gonna like the bad shows. What do you say, assistant? Yeah, good idea, Daddy. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. That that impression was good. I'll give you that, but that is just a little cringe. Oh, the reboot with the Butchworks and the infamous CW PPG live action thing that has a leaked trailer. Oh, brother. Don't even remind me.
I hope you guys agree with me, because to those people who like this, it's fine, but you shouldn't, because this channel is dumb.
Dude, this channel is more than dumb. It's cringe. Like, again, I remember watching their videos back then. I believe back then I thought they were fine, but like a few years later I was thinking like, okay, yeah, these videos are trash. What are they thinking? And I still can't get over that one Thomas video they made. Literally in the description, they said Thomas the Train and Friends. Dude, it's called Thomas the Tank Engine. And if you didn't know, trains are what they pull, based on James's here. Look, I know some people would probably make this like controversial thing and be like, dude, it doesn't matter. Tank engine or train, it's still the same. It's not really the same, honestly. You can call them steam engines too if you like, but tank engines is what I'm more familiar with. And besides, I didn't mention this, but there's a user that's much like this guy, but a little bit better, called Fluffy Jet Productions. And he actually did put Thomas in his videos. And guess what? You're probably thinking he called Thomas a train. No, he called him a tank engine. So yes, that guy is miles better than whatever these guys are. In my opinion, both are good, but Looney Tunes is better, in my opinion, because of the less Tom torture. Yeah, you're right. Looney Tunes, especially 2011 version, beats Tom and Jerry. Yeah, you're kind of point too. That part was funny. You might need to tell me, because I kind of forgot now. We gotta move on. I actually watched some of Fluffy Jack. Okay, that's cool. The music they have on there could get a little annoying at times, and I mean the old one too. But it's much better than the Disney collector music. Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun-dun. Nuh-uh. I don't like that song. Why are people calling Thomas the Train? I don't know. And because technically he's a train, even though it's tankage. Yeah, you got a point, but come on. The show is called Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, not Thomas the Train and Friends. That's just inaccurate grammar.
A lot of people like this user. I don't know why, but they shouldn't. You know who hates this user? Me.
Well, not just me. Actually, there's a few of you in the script in the chat right now. Who else hates the engineering family? I'll give you guys a few seconds to write it down. All right, you hate them. Good for you. Good job, Randall. Of course I know you'd hate them because the frickin' Elsa Gate crud. You hate them. Good job, JB. It's good for you. Maybe one more person? Maybe Bubba's World or someone? Hello, FOPYYYY. Never heard of it? Ah. Agreed? Okay. Well, Rocky Roxy should be lucky. And before you ask, yes, BFDI is way better than this frickin' channel.
I hate them with a burning passion. They shouldn't like Paw Patrol. No. They should like Blue's Clues.
Oh, and speaking of BFDI, listen to this.
That show is like 10 billion trillion times better than Paw Patrol. If you're wondering where I got that number from, look under BFDI.
Yep, you see what I mean? I made a BFDI reference.
Anyways, I'm done with this show. I'm done with this rant. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next rant. Bye-bye. Engineering family, if you're watching this, I wish you guys get terminated because the shows you like are freaking terrible. And you are too.
That's a little bit harsh, but yeah, that is true. What's your favorite DreamWorks movie? I guess Madagascar. That's a classic. Now, I don't know if I should do this. Blue's Clues salute. I know which one I'm definitely doing next. My rant on Paw Patrol. I know a lot of people have been asking for this one. Well, I'm going to give it to you. Now, there is time for 3 more. And like I've stated before, I actually might film over 7:30. I'm sorry if this is a fib, guys, but at least I get more time for streaming. So 3 more videos. This is video commentary number 3, and it's my rant on Paw Patrol. I'm going to see if I do a question, why is spelling grammar so important on YouTube and all social media platforms? Well, here's the thing. You got to make sense. And for someone like me that doesn't understand certain things you say in your comments, it could make me question that you need to fix it. So, yeah. Because sometimes when you ask questions on my Ask Crayar episodes, I can't understand the things you say. So, yeah, that goes for the other guys like you, but it's fine. This is going to be fun, yeah, for sure. Rusty Rivets is better than Paw Patrol. I have never even seen Rusty Rivets. Is it even good? Well, I don't really trust it. It's CG animated, but I might have to take a small look at it, see if your points are clear. Anyways, yeah, let's do Paw Patrol. Play. And it's muted. Dang it. Okay, play.
You guys were definitely waiting for this one, haven't you? Well, it's finally here, and I'm now going to do a rant on this. So, here we go. Paw Patrol. Oh my gosh! This is one of the worst Nick Jr. shows that has to ever exist on the network.
Yeah, the reason why is because they keep freaking spamming it like it's their god or something. It's like it's like they pretend Paw Patrol is their literal god, and they pray on the floor and be like, Paw Patrol, please make us money. We love you. And Ryder's like, okay, come on, pups, let's take over Nick Jr. Ryder, I heard there's a show called Blue's Clues on there. Blue's Clues? Pfft, screw that garbage. We're better than that. No, you're not. Blue's Clues is way better than you. I just don't care. I really don't care for Paw Patrol. I don't hate it. Okay. First 4 seasons were decent in the miniseries, up to season 5. All right. Nick Jr. milking Ryder and his stupid dogs. I'm gonna talk about that later, but let's just continue.
This show involves a stupid kid named Ryder and his six dogs, and they love to go on stupid adventures together.
Well, thankfully I didn't use the failure adventures term because that's getting overused.
Okay, Ryder himself, he's extremely dumb. Like, seriously. He just tells his pups to go on a dumb mission, and they don't even rescue people. They, like, murder them or something like that.
No, don't do that. They save them. What are you talking about? No.
It's really dumb. Chase is this dog, apparently, and he's one of the most dumbest dogs. He's supposed to be, like, the team leader of the dogs, but I don't think so. Rubble...
Yeah, he is the team leader. I don't know what you're saying, dude. Dude, come on.
I wouldn't say he's cute, but he's just dumb as well. And so is Zuma.
So you just say all of them are dumb? Wow, that's a great way of explaining them perfectly.
Apparently. Zuma's another one of the dumb dogs. That also goes the same with Marshall, Sky, and Rocky, who apparently reminds me of Rocky from BFDI.
Oh yeah, you are you're right on that. And even though Rocky and BFDI, all he does is smile and puke, at least he's way better than this stupid dog.
But let me tell you, this whole show is really dumb. I'm sorry if this was short, but I barely have stuff to say. I'm sorry, the animation is so...
Dude, you could have talked about how it keeps spamming on Nick Jr. and Nickelodeon and how much they praise it like it's their god. Like, come on, Nickelodeon. You have Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer and Backyardigans, Max and Ruby. You have all those shows and yet you choose this garbage. Wow, Nick. Wow.
Terrible. I hate the CGI. Very awful. The characters are just dumb in their own way. The show itself... I don't know if you saw that there, but that's my opinion.
So you just put your thumb down and then you did a sound effect. Yeah, that's perfect. Can you do the CNBC schedule, classic improvements on the TeenNick? Again, I don't know if I have that channel. Like, I don't think I have it. I don't really mean to get my spelling wrong Ask Creator episodes. I just get in a hurry. Well, I guess if once you're done with your business, you can always come back and fix your spelling. That's just a suggestion. It's all pretend. They're also known for airing Rubble and Crew and Peppa Pig, but they don't spam them as much as Rubble, and Rubble is a spinoff to Spam Patrol anyway. Yeah, you got a point.
Can this show die already? I want this show to be canceled. It's terrible.
Apparently, it cannot die. I'm sorry, past Creator. It cannot die. Oh, God.
And it's popular for some reason. I'm kind of glad Thomas is popular too, but that show needs to be more popular than this.
Yeah. Well, honestly, if this show ever were to ever if PBS Kids still had the rights to that show, if they were to spam it on there and it be mostly the old episodes, much like with SpongeBob with the Nickelodeon channels, I'd honestly wouldn't have a problem with it. Really. The schedule is a mock schedule. Blaze used to be a cash cow until it isn't. Fun fact, the show was created by the same creator, Bob the Builder. Wow.
I'm sorry. This show's completely terrible. You know who likes this show?
I heard one of my dogs. I miss them so much. R.I.P.
I know who does, but I don't remember his name. But do you know who hates the show?
You know who likes the show? The Engineering Family. Duh. They treat it like it's their god. Like, guys, can you imagine if Mr. Engineering Family was the president of Nick? I would not be surprised if he used the show as much as Brian Robbins and John Flannery. That'd be so funny. Oh, Christ. Spin Master saw Cash Cow and went, cha-ching! We all know Nick would never let go of Ryder and his stupid dogs because it gives them views and money, so they spam and milk it to death. Yeah, great point.
shockingly cash YouTube guy.
Honestly, I could have. I think I said this in my test stream too, but I'm surprised I didn't say Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog, because the reason why he would hate it, because, well, he hates dogs, judging by what he does to poor Courage. He's calling him a stupid dog. Like, I was thinking of this whole time, but wait, who is more obsessed with Paw Patrol, the Engineering Family or Nickelodeon? I think Nickelodeon, for that matter. Anyways, I think, yeah, I was thinking this for a long time, but I think they should make a character that's like Eustace. Like, I can imagine if every time the dogs would talk to him, he'd be like, huh, stupid dogs, always going on missions. They can't go on missions, they're so stupid. Like, I think they should do a theme song similar to Courage when they would play on the TV, the actual Paw Patrol theme song. And then, like, instead of him talking to Courage and Muriel, he would just, like, of course, turn off the TV. He would look at the camera, or much like the TV, and be like, stupid dogs, they make me look bad. Or whatever. Is there anything I like about Paw Patrol? Not really. Not really. Like, I guess the only thing close to something good I'd say would be the theme song, but nowhere near as catchy as the Thomas the Tank Engine theme song, or Ed, Edd n Eddy for that matter.
He actually hates the show. Good for him. So Paw Patrol sucks. And so does, I don't know, Go Diego Go?
Dude, do you even need to say that? Just end it off here. Who cares about this show sucks and so does this. This show's better. End of rant.
But Blue's Clues is so much better than this show. Let me tell you that. End of freaking rant.
Yes, Blue's Clues is much better than this pile of garbage. I'd rather sing with Stephen Blue rather than just seeing a cartoon human and a stupid dog save people. Like, come on, Nick Jr. That's what we want. We want to see Steve find clues and write them down in his handy dandy notebook over this piece of crud.
Hope you guys enjoy that. See you in the next video. Peace out.
Do you know who else doesn't like Paw Patrol? Oh! I gotta do the voice. You know who else doesn't like Paw Patrol? My mom! That's a good one, Dylan Thomas. Props to you. Okay, 2 more videos to go. This is going to be video commentary number 4. And it's going to be on my double rant on Wonder Pets and Wow Wow Wubsy. Now, before I play this, it's going to be a long ad. We're just going to let it play while I talk about this. But I'm going to show you the title, because I did put something in parentheses based on the shows I was ranting on. Ad. Exactly. Okay, so before we get started, yes, this is video commentary number 4. Go figure. What I put in the description, what I put in the title was, I said outdated for Wonder Pets. And the reason I did that is because I don't really find Wonder Pets as bad as I used to. Like, the animation's good, and the characters are pretty likable. The only problem I have with the show, though, basically, is the usage of singing, much like with the Backyardigans in a way. So yeah. And the animation, I always question the animation. Is it done in a CG style, or is it like a stop motion type thing? Like, I don't know. I don't know what Josh Seelig did, but he did a phenomenal and stupendous job with the animation. Okay, double rant, Wonder Pets, and Wow Wow Wubsy. Let's get going.
Before I start this video, I have to say something. This rant video is going to be a double rant video. So like I said in my salute video.
Do you remember the episode called The Wonder Pets Save the What? I do, and I will be talking more about that later, but we got to get through this stuff first.
It will not count as number 8. It will count as numbers 8 and 9 together in one video. So, hope you enjoy.
Honestly, it would make sense to do it like that, but I could understand why people would put it all in one number. But that's their own decision. He uses animal puppetry? Oh, that's cool. Good for him.
First, I'm going to start by... Today's episode is a double rant.
Oh, come on. You just did an intro. Just continue.
Pets and Wubsy. First, I'm going to rant on Wonder Pets. Enjoy. Wonder Pets? What? No. More like failure pets.
Really? Was that the best mock name you can ever come up with? And I don't know if you guys could or realize this, but in later rants, I actually didn't come up with a mock name because, well, I don't know why. Maybe because I couldn't come up with one, but maybe that's for the better because mock names suck, and they're trying to make fun of the titles of these of these respective shows. So I'm kind of glad I stopped that after a while.
Oh my gosh, this show stinks.
And yes, I used to do the stinks thing, which I'm glad I changed it to sucks because it sounded a lot more better. You should have said murdered pets. That's a good one. Yeah, that's much better than failure pets. Oh my god. Okay, I screwed up.
Wonder Pets. Enjoy. Wonder Pets? What? No. More like failure pets. Oh my gosh. This show stinks.
No, it doesn't. I like that little like text on the bottom there. What's gonna work? Like I could have just moved the camera a little bit upwards just to make room for the characters, but nah, I just included it for whatever reason. That's funny. This is why I don't like Beyond Style rants. Yeah, that's why I stopped. I found out they were cringe.
This show involves three pets. It involves three pets, which are a guinea pig, a turtle, and a duck named Lenny, Tuck, and Ming Ming. And they like to go on failure adventures together. Lenny.
You still do anime style rants? Well, that's cool. I don't know, like I know there's lots of people that would do commentaries on Anime style rants and say that, bro, who still does these things nowadays? It's 2025. See, this is why I stopped long before they were getting cringe.
And you pretty much get the point from the last video. Lenny is just nothing but a stupid guinea pig that acts like she's a good boss. But no, she's a stupid boss.
Bro, he is it a he or a she? I think it's a he. He's not even supposed to be the boss. He's the leader. Get it right. Imagine someone being like, I hate it when characters talk to me. I'm gonna watch my favorite show that doesn't do that to the Wonder Pets. And then they watch it and scared it starts questioning things. What? Oh yeah, I also know commentaries on rants and salutes. That's cool. I started doing it with my Ranger Rob rant. That's kind of cool, I guess. I think I've seen that. I don't really remember.
Tuck reminds me of Franklin because they're both turtles.
Oh, for crying out loud, really? I mean, you're not wrong, I suppose, but bruh, they might be the same animal, and they're both owned by Nick Jr., but they're completely different. Plus, I think Tuck's a little bit better than Franklin in a way.
But he's a lot worse than Franklin.
Really? Just when I said my opinion, my past self says literally the complete opposite. Oh my god.
And Ming Ming?
By the way, current thoughts on Ranger Rob? I've never seen Ranger Rob. I was talking about the episode where they did talk to the viewers, but I couldn't fit more in my comment. Yeah, I get what you mean. Never mind, I'm not familiar with Wonder Pets at all. Oh, alright.
Well, no one really gives a flip about Ming Ming.
Actually, maybe some people do. I mean, I guess the whole "this serious" thing could get a little annoying after a while, but Ming Ming's not that bad of a character. I mean, yeah, there is a funny joke coming up that I don't want to spoil, but just listen.
Not 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, for God's sakes, that, What were they thinking with including that in Go Animate style rants? Nobody cares about this character? Yeah, certain people do. My god.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 either. Not even 1,000.
What? There's music in this back? Oh my god. I didn't even notice that. Like, I don't even know where that was coming from. This was 7 years ago, as looking by there. I totally forgotten.
2,000. Not even 2 billion.
Okay, I must talk about these things. I hate these things right here. With the ad popping up and disrupting the rants and salutes, this sucked completely. Like, come on. And I couldn't even do anything about it until I closed it out. So it's like, bruh, you really just have to have ads popping up out of nowhere during the pictures and me ranting and saluting on these shows? That's very unacceptable.
Give me a minute.
Dude, just mute the video. Like, I'm surprised this didn't copyright me. Like, and if you guys don't remember, in my engine roll call salute, I did use a quick clip of the engine roll call song. There are 2, there are 4, there are 6, there are 8. Yeah. I used it for 10 seconds based on Gondart's video, and YouTube's like, okay, that's fine. We're not going to copyright you or anything. But yet, I did the same thing with Ed, and Eddie, and Family Guy, respectively, for their anniversaries back then, and they copyrighted me. So, YouTube, I don't understand your logic.
Stupid ad.
Exactly. You tell them.
Anyways, and I bet if you ask Ming, if you tell Ming that, like this, hey Ming, did you know that the sun is a star? And then Ming will go like, this is serious.
I thought I made a joke with Donald Trump. Like, that was more funnier.
That would be pretty cool and pretty funny, but still, he just says, oh, serious, like a billion times each episode, or like 5 times at least, which is so flippin' annoying. God.
Not even 5 times. Where are you getting where are you getting this information, buddy? I'd rather watch paint dry than a stupid side effects ad. You got a great point. I don't blame you.
I really hate this show so much. Yeah.
I don't anymore. I lost hatred. It's not that bad at all.
Yeah, and they sometimes look at the camera. In one episode, they really needed your help. Like,
oh, great. Here we go. This is what Bubba's World was talking about. Let's see what I said about it.
They bothered you for the entire episode, which, in my opinion, I would say the episode's all right. But aside from that, the other episodes are terrible.
Yeah, so my opinions have changed on that episode. And I said it in a very weird way, too. It's like they really need your help and they bothered you. So they basically took that same inspiration from shows like Blue's Clues, Dora the Explorer, Ubi, The Upside Down Show, and stuff like that. And which I'm surprised for shows like Blue's Clues and Ubi, they actually had kids like respond to the questions. But for those other shows, it's just dead silence, which is very weird. But I have watched that episode recently on Paramount Plus, back when the show was still on that service. And I don't think the episode's still that bad. I mean, it's decent. It could get a little annoying when they would do that, but I thought it was a nice little concept because it's like they were always looking at the camera, even though they weren't really talking to the viewers, but they actually made a full episode like that. Like, I could imagine how the writers were like that. They were like, hey, we're coming up with another episode. Hey, you know those other Nick Jr. shows like Blue's Clues, Dora the Explorer, Ubi, and frickin' what was that other show I said? I don't know, the Upside Down Show. Yeah, we should make an episode where Linny, Tuck, and Miming talk to the camera, but much like with Dora the Explorer and the Upside Down Show, we won't have them interact back. We'll just make it dead silence. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do it. So overall, I'd say that one was just interesting.
Anyways, sorry about that. My birds are tweeting.
Burps. What a hilarious mistake. I loved it.
Anyways, the animation's dumb. The stories are lame.
Oh my goodness. I absolutely hated this part here. It's like you're talking garbage about everything. It's like, okay, we get it. You hate the show. Just move on.
The episode titles are lame. The characters are stupid.
Can you do in video explain your memories with Sprout just like how you did with Noggin? I think I did. I pretty much did that in my TV schedule video, but if you want like an extra video about that, maybe I could, but it probably won't be as long as Noggin.
Stupid. Show is is lame, and the show itself is just plain dumb.
Oh, wow. Went too far. But what do you expect? It's my past self. I didn't really know how to do this back then. Can you do a full analysis? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I'll probably think about it.
Thank goodness the show got canceled. I forgot which year, but if
I think it was 2016, 2015. Honestly surprised the show lasted for that long, much like with the Backyardigans. Like, I thought they ended around like 2006, 2007, around there, but nah, they actually ended that late, which was pretty freaking sweet. Which probably explains why Nick Jr. kept those two shows on for a while longer. In which having those 5 shows, Blue's Clues, Dora the Explorer, Max and Ruby, The Wonder Pets, and Backyardigans, those are some very random choices. But the fact that they kept them on as late as 2019, July of 2019, oh wait, no, I think it was like 2020 because Max and Ruby and Dora was still on around that time. Yeah, that is just insane.
if you know which year, please type in the comments below. Especially you, Cinderella fan 2015.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a that was a personal fan of my channel back then. Though I don't know what she's doing now. August 2018? Oh wow. Okay, I guess I was wrong.
Anyways. Oh.
So I know it's over. It's over 2.5 hours, but I might actually do 3 because of my mistake. So don't worry guys, I'm still gonna do another video after this, but after the 5th video, the stream will be over. So yeah. Are you gonna do a commentary? No. That is too long and I'm not even gonna bother with it.
Play ad, you stink. Anyways, I do not know who likes or hates this show. I know SpongeBob and Blue's Clues and Real Estate 2001 likes the show. And he also likes another show, Wow Wow Wubsy, which I'll get to that later. And
did I mention that Ramafool likes it as well? I think I probably did, but we'll see later on.
Anyways, yeah. Before I get on to the stinks thing, let's get on to the next show. Next, I'm going to on Wow Wow Wubsy.
This rant, I must say, is one of my most controversial rants of all time. And I say that because when I posted it, I got a lot, and I mean a lot, of negative feedback of people saying, "Oh, how dare you rant on Wow Wow Wubsy? This is a good show. Screw you. How dare you talk about Wubsy like that? You know the show's awesome." Guys, it's my opinion. I can handle your opinion, but you gotta understand, it's my opinion. I don't like the show. And this still stands for modern day. I'm sorry for Wubsy the Gerbil, but I do not like it. I guess the animation and music is good, but the characters, the way they act, oh my god, I do not like it. The only other good thing I'll say is the fact that it's made by the same guys that made the Fairly Odd Parents. But that's all I can say. Aside from that, I don't like the show.
Enjoy. Wow Wow Wubsy? What? No. More like shush shush stupidity.
Well, what about No No Dummy, like how Brendan Barney called him?
Or no dummy.
Oh, come on. Just when I mentioned it, I actually did it. I really don't blame you because people might still make fun of you anyways. Yeah, you got a point. Some people could just be like that, be like mean jerks.
Oh my gosh, this show stinks so hard.
More like this show sucks so hard. I'm starting to think Junior is a Vilsky bumper. I thought he was more like Quaimation, but yeah, you got a point there.
Sorry if that scared you. But anyways.
Who would get scared over Wubsy? A lot of people like this yellow thing for whatever reason.
This show involves an unknown yellow creature or species named Wubsy.
Oh, guys, hang on. One of my other friends from school actually joined. That's Kenny's channel, Pokemon Master Yang. I am live tomorrow. Can you watch me tomorrow at 3:30 p.m.? I'll see what I can do. I might actually join. Who knows?
And he likes to go on failure adventures together. They like who has friends and they like to go on failure adventures together.
Bro, failure adventure. That's not a good excuse. You could have just said successful adventures, but I don't like them. See, that's a good way of putting it. Wubsy has friends and he goes on successful adventures, but I don't like them. That's miles better than failure adventures.
Wubsy is just nothing but a dumb yellow creature who is voiced by a girl, just like Timmy from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Not just Timmy. You also have Kevin from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Who else is voiced by a woman and is a guy? Oh, Ben 10. There we go, Ben 10. Ash Ketchum and all those characters. Rewrite videos. Personally, I remember watching Wubsy on YouTube, but if you hate it, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned Ash Ketchum too.
And if you don't know, Wubsy actually doesn't look much, but he's like SpongeBob, except SpongeBob is a gazillion times better than this piece of crud.
I mean, people like to make those comparisons with, like, Wubsy like SpongeBob. I know EB, the original master, did so, but, like, that's kind of like a false ripoff claim, so I still don't stand by this opinion. Or fact.
Piece of crud. Anyways, that's the other minor characters.
Dude, they're not minor. They're major. Get your facts straight.
Widget is just nothing more than like a construction builder. Not construction, but she builds stuff, just like Bob the Builder. And in every episode, all of her construction.
Oh, hi, Dayron. Oh, you're my new sub. Thank you. If you're wondering what it is, basically, you're saying your thoughts on how you would improve a show. Oh, it's a common thing for a girl to be voiced by a kid guy. Yeah, you got a point.
Contraptions and with 3,000. And every time when it breaks, she goes like, that wasn't supposed to happen. Like in every episode. It's just so annoying.
I don't know if she says it in every episode. You might think that because you haven't seen the show in years, but it's like, I remember Wubsy the Gerbil said that she succeeds in some episodes, so it's not in every one, to be particular. Oh, you know that Day One guy, Randall? That's cool.
In one episode, she actually became a crybaby. Ha ha! Ha ha! She deserved it.
Oh my god, way to rip off the Eric voice from Guanimate. And no, she didn't become a crybaby. In the one episode, which was called Widget Gets the Bluey Blues, she was sad because Wubsy and Walden didn't approve of her invention. And she's like, aw, well, I'm just going to sit down and be sad. Aw. And that episode kind of creeped me out back then. Like, the way she would be in bed and she would turn from pink to light blue. And then later on, she would be pretty much as blue as Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh my god. But the way she would turn back to normal when she's happy, yeah, that was kind of a good thing. But funny enough, some of these shows episodes would actually be able to scare me as a kid, and it's not just with Courage the Cowardly Dog. Depression is real. Yeah, you got a point. Me and Dyron just met. Oh, that's cool.
And Walden, well, no one really gives a crud about Walden.
Dude, aren't you forgetting Daisy? Like she was another character that appeared like in the second season, and though I don't care for Daisy, it's like, dude. Oh, you say no one cares for Walden. I think Walden's like one of the only good characters in the show, because not only he voices Mr. Fairly Godparents, aka Mr. Crocker from the Fairly Odd Parents, obviously, but he's kind of like the only smart character and probably the only likable one. Like, Walden's not that bad. I can imagine if he interacted with Mr. Crocker, he'd be like, whoa, look at this. We caught a nice teacher. Oh my god, there is a purple bear here. This must be the work of Fairly Godparents. No, you don't talk like that. Oh, so you believe in fairies, huh? Well, I'm just crazy. Yes. Fairies are cool. Oh, so you believe fairies? Oh my god. I'm just surprised this guy's voiced by that same person. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Not 2 or 3 either. 9 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get the point.
If we get the point, what's the point of bringing it up?
But anyways, yeah, if you're wondering about the other minor, hold on. And the worst part is that he's friends with a stupid bird. Like, what the heck?
No, he's not friends with a bird. Like, That's just weird on its own. If you didn't know already, like from the ones you showed, he's friends with Widget and Walden. Like, dude, come on.
Look, that bird over there. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Wubsy has a toy ball? He calls it a kickity kick ball. That is so dumb.
I guess the name could be dumb, but I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the ball, and judging by what I'm going to say next, it seems like it would seem like my past self would like the ball too.
But to be honest, I kind of like the ball. I think it's pretty cute. Bang.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess yeah, in a way it does, but come on, it's just a ball.
Anyways, yeah. He even starred in his very own movie called Wubsy's Big Movie.
Oh my god! And of course, we have to do the shaking screen and say, "Oh my god, this movie sucks."
Wubsy's Big Movie? What? No, more like Dummy's Little Movie. This movie stinks.
I'll admit, I do like the effect I included. It's much like how they do it in the Go Animate videos.
Anyways, now let's get to the other minor characters.
For crying out loud, why do you keep saying minor? If they appear in like more than a few episodes, they're not considered minor.
That. Oh. Also forgot to mention somebody.
I wonder who.
And I forgot to mention Daisy. No one cares about her either. You could tell because she's not in any of the pictures.
Oh my god, maybe because you couldn't find it, and plus you actually did have the balls to mention Daisy. Good for you, even though my past rants frickin' suck.
She's just dumb. She's not even cute at all. Blue's a lot cuter than her.
Oh, okay. Okay, alright.
Anyways, there's other minor characters like, the Plaid Dude and Doodleberry Dude and, those three friends.
You don't even know their names, and yet you've seen the show. Well, I can understand, because I haven't watched it for a while, but it's like, come on, you could have done at least a little research.
Especially that orange friend. He's just so annoying. Every time he says that, that's cute.
Oh wait, Dylan Thomas, you're asking me what's my weather in my area? Well, it is actually sunny outside, but it is actually starting to get dark. So yeah. Oh yeah, here's the kooky thing. Quick question, what consoles do you own? Currently I have a couple Xbox Ones, and I used to have a Wii. I think I still have it. And yeah, I think that's it. Hi bro, how's your day? It's going well. Are many edits? Alright, we're going back.
Right? It just annoys me. It's like in any of the episodes, like when something bad happens, he just comes out of nowhere and says, that's cute.
Okay, I'll admit that. What's my opinion on Rage Echo? Not a fan. I'll admit that whole thing is just stupid. Like the way something bad happens and he comes out of nowhere, just says that's kooky. Oh my god! Imagine if something like this happened in an adult show. Something bad would still happen, and then someone would come out of nowhere and be like, "Wow, that's just stupid," or something like that. Like that's kooky. No, that's not. No, that's not good at all.
I'm surprised. Like, let's say if I did something that's bad and he just comes out of nowhere and says, that's kooky. I'll be like, hey, come back here, kooky.
I'm seriously surprised none of the characters do that. Like, if someone would actually just stand the frick up for themselves, show self-advocacy, and then they would just randomly say that, I would actually laugh. That would be one of the only times I would actually properly laugh at Wow Wow Wubsy. Like, like no joke, I never actually laughed at the show. Not once. Some people would think it's funny, but I don't think so.
If I did something.
Yeah, and I mistakenly went back. So, we're just gonna have to let it play.
That's bad, and he just comes out of nowhere and says,
you have a point. The characters could stand for themselves more. Oh, yeah.
That's kooky. I'll be like, hey, come back here. You're kooky.
What kind of mac and cheese is better? Kind of mac and cheese is better, Velveeta or Kraft? I would say Kraft. Yeah.
Don't you dare talk me like
Do you think the Wow Wow Whoopsie characters are Mary Sue's? They could.
that. Oh my gosh, I'm surprised none of them are even smart enough to say something like that. Dang, I didn't know these characters were so dumb.
Well, yeah, they could be. At least in my opinion.
Anyways, yeah. Do you know who likes the show? SpongeBob and Blue's Clues Realistic 2001, just like I mentioned, and Rama Fool.
Okay, so I did mention Ramafool. Good. And I still like Ramafool. I do like his videos, especially his responses for Ask Thomas episodes. They're pretty cool.
They both like to, hang out with him, but they can't because Wow Wubsy's fake. But I respect their opinion. I do not know who hates this show, so
You respect your opinion, bro. You can handle their opinion because respect means to admire.
I'm gonna leave that be. So both Wonder Pets and Wow Wubsy stink. I do not know what else stinks, so I'm gonna leave that be. Anyways.
Of course, we have to put on everyone's favorite cartoon. Hello, light blue Yoshi fan 02. Welcome to the stream.
SpongeBob SquarePants will forever be a billion times better than both Wonder Pets and Wow Wubsy. End of rant.
Oh boy.
Next rant. Sesame Street.
In which I've never done. And I'm actually kind of glad I haven't because I couldn't imagine the amount of controversies and rude comments I get from people. I know it could be legendary for certain people, but to me, I just don't like Sesame Street, especially Elmo's World. I cannot stand Elmo's World.
And after the Sesame Street rant,
Carolyn Wonderland 291. Not sure what that means. I do like that Bob the Builder singing reference.
Sorry about that. Anyways, Bob the Builder.
And that's it. That's the end of the rant. Thoughts on Mega Builders. I'm not a fan. Okay, guys. This is going to be the last one, and I haven't really thought of this. So just request me a random salute that's like less than 5 minutes, and then I'll do it. So I'll give you guys like a minute. You can type in whichever rant that's under 5 minutes, and then I'll do it. But still, even if almost what was annoying you, it's still wrong for Trump and Elon Musk to do it to it. Yeah, you got a point there. Grease 4? I don't know what you mean by that. Oswald, you want? All right, JB Films requested Oswald. Wait. All of them were rants. Actually, okay, so I did 3 rant videos. How about you guys recommend a salute? I think any salute video will work. Maybe not this one because it is outdated. Like, I know I just did one salute. Moose and Z? All right. Let's just do the Moose and Z salute then. If you guys want Oswald, I might do it when I continue with the whole commentary series, but that's if it does really well. Judging by how it is right now, it seems like lots of people are actually watching, so it's actually doing well. Another Go Animate, regular show. Regular show, Go Animate. Go Animate, I don't know about. Regular show seems too much. And there's only 11 minutes, so I think we might as well stick with a 3-minute video here, so I'm just going to do Moose and Z. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. What about my Ed, and Eddie salute? Oh, that's 5 minutes. We can't do that. I know I have a lot to say about Ed, and Eddie's salute. What's my opinion on Sarah and Duck? It's not a show that interests me. Wait a minute. Some people recommend a regular show. How long is the regular show one? Oh, that's under 5 minutes. Well, let's see. Based on the people that voted, regular show got 2. You know what? Let's just do regular show. Fudge it. Theme song for it is awful. Yeah, you got a great point. Okay, we're going to do regular show then. Now, there's still a part in here that I really cringe at, so we're just gonna have to pass by it quickly. So, let's go.
Before I start this video, I like to make a...
Oh yeah, really quickly before I start. This is video commentary number 5. This will be the last thing I do, and then after this, we're gonna have to close it. Sorry guys, I know you're having fun, but I could tell it's getting late for you guys, so this will be the last one. There's this bug on YouTube for me where after the ad is done, most of the ad stuff is still in when the video plays. That's bizarre. All right, let's go.
Before I start this video, I like to make a quick announcement. Now, you guys may like these videos, these rant and salute videos I'm going to be posting now. Why? Well, because if you don't know, in like the past 9 videos, my camera has been moving around a lot. Now my camera's on a tripod.
Judging by that little error you did, we can tell for sure.
So it's not moving around. So yeah, I think you guys would like these videos a lot better than the past 9 videos. Anyways, without further ado, let's get this started. Regular show? Oh heck yeah! This show rocks.
Now, a lot of people are probably confused as to why I saluted regular show but not Adventure Time. Well, here's the thing. I just think regular shows on its own is good, and Adventure Time just doesn't catch my eye. It's not interesting, but that's only my opinion. I know lots of people love it, but I just don't like it. I just find it pretty boring.
This show involves 2 park workers that go by the name of Mordecai and Rigby, and they like to go on awesome adventures together.
What's my opinion on James A. Williams? I like that guy. Like, I love how he always talks about Thomas the Tank Engine, which is one of the best shows ever. So yeah, really great channel.
Let's go to the characters. Mordecai is like one of the best characters of the entire show. Why? Because he is so serious.
Another stupid ad. Why can't they block ads for these sites? Seriously.
When it comes to working, sure, he slacks off, but you know, he tells Rigby the right things. And you know, I just like him like that.
I like the video where he did a review on Naughty's Toyland Detectives. Yeah, that was cool. Ad sucks. You got that right.
He can be a jerk at times, but he's still a pretty decent character. I just like him. I just like him.
I remember kind of saying before he was my favorite character, but now I would say my favorite's Mordecai. Oh, that's interesting.
Pops, in my opinion, he has to be one of the
and the CGI Fireman Sam rant. Oh, that's one of the best rants, no question. Like, I remember he redid it, and he got rid of the older one, in which it still holds up, but the newer one's kind of better based on the newer information added in. One person in Jamie Snowden's stream got 10 unskippable 3-hour full show movie episodes ads in one in a row, I think. Jeez! Talk about money hungry, YouTube.
Coolest/cutest characters of the show. Mainly about his voice. I just like it.
CGI Fireman Sam is just a cash cow like Paw Patrol. Yeah, it's basically the same. So is Postman Pat's special delivery service.
Yeah, I think he's cool. Wait. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna zoom in myself, but since you did the work, thank you.
Skips, I think he's a really cool/funny guy. Because, you know, he could be serious at times, just like Mordecai.
Oh yeah, something I'm gonna say about CGI Fireman Sam. Don't you guys find it very ironic and just weird and bizarre how they were able to change the animation of the show so quickly? Like, they only made, not even joking, 5 stop-motion seasons. Just 5. And you're thinking, oh, that's not bad. I mean, 5 seasons. Wait till you hear the episodes. 59. 59 episodes with, like, the models. That is just horrible. They could have just continued with it for another season, but nope. Hit Entertainment just had to be so freaking money hungry. It was ridiculous. Speaking of Postman Pat, thoughts on that CGI reboot? They had a CGI reboot? I thought they only just had the movie in animation, but it's probably not interesting. Yo, I'm back. What am I doing, Sin Factor? Well, I'm actually doing commentaries on my older rants and salutes because I thought this was a good idea to prove to my viewers that I'm changed now. Guess with Jess? Oh, I've never heard of that. All right, let's move on.
Benson, he reminds me of Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, that's basically who he is, but I think Benson's a little bit more strict and meaner than Squidward.
The main reason because Mordecai and Rigby bothers Benson, and Benson gets mad at them. And in SpongeBob and Patrick
Right now, I'm making a new video. That's cool.
bother Squidward, and Squidward gets mad at them. See the similarities? Yeah.
Only except Benson would actually get yelled at by his parents, but I don't think Squidward ever dealt with that. He didn't get that same treatment like Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Nice. Muscle Man. Well, he's like one of the best characters. Another one of the best characters, in my opinion. Especially his my mom jokes. Here's an example. You know who else likes regular show? My mom.
That's not a bad impression. I would, in a modern day style, I'd be like, you know who else loves regular show? My mom. There you go, guys. 2 of my mom jokes in one day. You got lucky. One stream too, actually. What's my favorite colors? Green, blue, orange, yellow. Not red. Lime, I guess, and some of the like those. Do I like soda? No, I don't.
Seriously, that's just funny.
Like Muscle Man's My Mom jokes really carried him and his character. Like, and I know some people like Ben the Looney doesn't like Muscle Man because he could be fat and lazy and could always make jokes about his mom. But in my opinion, I think he's a funny character.
Anyways, this is High Five Ghost, also known as Muscle Man's best friend. I think he's awesome.
Remember that infamous burger episode? Benson was a jerk in that. Yeah, my mom. He might have been a jerk in that episode, but I thought the episode was just mediocre. I think I gave it a rating of like 5 out of 10 or something. Another quick question, what's your favorite game? Even though I don't really play it too much. Oh wait. Maybe I would no, I don't want to make it a tie. It's either between Happy Wheels or Plants vs. Zombies. I'm gonna say Happy Wheels. That game is fun.
In my opinion.
Honestly, you guys could have recommended that salute, but that's okay. We'll continue with this.
Anyways, Thomas. Well, the first time I saw him, he reminded.
Oh no. Let me guess. I'm gonna make a prediction. I referenced Thomas the Tank Engine.
He reminded me of Thomas the Tank Engine.
There you go. I predicted it.
Because of the same names. But, anyways, about this character, I think he's funny. Especially in the Halloween special.
What's your opinion on the Family Guy episode Whistle While Your Wife Works? Isn't that the episode where Peter falls down in the intro and he blew up his hand with dynamite and he attempted to do something with his wife? That one's alright, I guess. I mean, it was around the time when it was more classic and old, so I'd say it was okay. I remember Annoying Orange playing both, especially Happy Wheels. Yeah, that's nostalgic. I still like watching them to this day. They're good videos. Yeah, it's alright, Dylan. After this video, I'll be closing it out too, so have a good day, buddy.
When he dressed up like a pizza, a slice of pizza. Oh my gosh, now that was silly. And he kept wearing that costume. Oh my gosh, that was funny. Anyways, by the way, I forgot to say, if you don't like this show, please respect my opinion.
Once again, it's please handle my opinion, dude. Get it correct.
Anyways, the animation is awesome. The episodes are good. The story writers are fantastic. The characters are decent, and the show itself is just plain fun. And
I believe that was a reference to one of those episodes of SpongeBob Pie Guy Rules reviewed. I forgot which one, but yeah, he did say that.
Awesome too. I'm just sad this show got canceled back in this year, 2017.
Yeah, and ever since they did that, Christina Miller relied on Titans go. Dun 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 dun. Dun. No.
It was canceled this January. And to be completely honest, I do not like the last season of regular show, the one where they're in space. Yeah, I don't like that season.
I guess I could still stand by that opinion, but I don't think it's that bad. Compared to Adventure Time, it's definitely a lot more watching, a lot more worth watching.
Anyways, do you know who likes this show? Every single modern Cartoon Network fan. And do you know who hates this show? The old Ben DeLuny. So
yeah, you're right. He didn't like that show back then until he changed his opinion around 2012, 2013ish. Though I do remember him on his older videos when he would make false rants on him on the show, and a lot of people disliked, which I'm not surprised at all. Not surprised. So yeah, people hated him for that, but thankfully he did give the show alongside Adventure Time another chance, and he likes him. So yeah, you can't hate him. You can't hate him for his opinions now, and even to this day, he still likes both of those shows. Season 8 was kind of mid, but the finale was great. You got a point. Yep. The finale was sad, though, based on how Pops died. Yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Pops.
regular show rocks.
Schoolhouse Rock. I actually forgot I included the show here. I don't, like... I mean, I still like it. I mean, it's a classic, and I do remember it from my childhood, so it's still decent.
You hate this show.
It is still decent.
I respect your opinion as long as you respect mine. And
I don't think anyone even knows about Schoolhouse Rock unless they've heard songs like Lolly 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 Get Your Adverbs Here, or I'm Just a Bill, or Conjunction Junction, or interjections, or electricity, stuff like that. But didn't the show have a couple memes or something? Probably not.
anyways, Adventure Time stinks. But like I said,
Again, this is only my opinion. You're allowed to like the show if you like, but I don't like the show.
if you like this show, I respect your opinion as long as you respect mine.
Okay, one thing of note I should point out before closing this out. I do like how not only I did the picture with the Cartoon Network logo, but it's the HD logo, and as you can see there, it says new episode. That's pretty cool. I could have cut that out easily, but I chose not to. So yeah, we're gonna go. Let's see. Well, you guys know it says Adventure Time. Anyways,
end of salute. Next salute, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
in which I still stand by my opinion on that show. It is great. Okay, so that's it with the commentaries now. I'm going to give this stream a couple more minutes so you guys can say your final comments. And then once it hits 3 hours, 5 minutes, I'm going to close it. Because this has been going on for way too long. And yes, I know I lied again, but come on. You're getting extra celebration time here. Like, screen time here. Yeah, you could have picked better images for the shows back then, no offense. Yeah, it's cool. What's my opinion on Super Wings? Not a fan. Not a fan. Oh yeah, before I close, I must say thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. I didn't think I was going to hit that much, but yeah. I actually freaking did it. Wow. That was just insane, brother. Wow, 21 likes? That is insane. Honestly, I expected to be a lot less people watching the commentaries, but you guys were able to tune in, so thank you. I appreciate it. Do you think Bo and the Go is stupid? No offense, but yes. I actually have seen a bit of the show, and I'm not interested. It's okay if you guys are leaving now, because in the next minute, I will be closing, so... I will just say this, though. Thank you for, tuning into the stream, and... yeah. I don't want to make this go on for too long, because I know you guys have school in the morning. Especially a couple of my fans. Oh, you could have done that one, Bill and I. It's okay. I made a rant on it. That's cool. Well, I cannot believe I did the whole stream like this. And yes, I did mention about the cuts here and there. If there are cuts in the rewatch of the stream, I apologize, guys. That's YouTube's fault. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. All right. once again, thank you guys for joining. And yeah, subscribe and watch my other stuffs. Okay. Have a good day, guys. I mean, have a good night. Thought you were going to show your face. No. It's actually dark now, and that was only for the test stream. It would have been better for that though, but I didn't want to do it. I figured it was just like a nice last minute thing. Okay. Yep. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Okay, guys. I'll see ya.